time I saw you in the new year. Hey, man, Happy New Year.
Okay. That's mighty polite of you. That's not like the Chris I know. I don't like this.
Mighty polite.
Mighty polite.
Mighty polite. Yeah, there you go.
By the way, Del Tufo in that last clip
Yeah.
with
Flop
Kevin
sweating?
O'Leary.
Flop sweating?
Dude, he looked like he owned a pawn shop. That was wild. I was not ready for that. That was sleazy.
Well, we had, what year was that? What year was that?
16, 17
Okay,
maybe?
so we had Kevin O'Leary come in, and we knew in advance, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
So we told your guy, Mike Del Tufo, fellow Dodger fan,
Of course.
Mike Del Tufo, do you have an idea? We'd love to have you pitch it to him.
Okay.
2017. Of course he had ideas, but he was nervous to do it, too nervous to do it. He's like, I don't want to do it, because he knew we would be putting him on out to fail. Like, he knew the best television would be him flop sweating and failing.
Yeah.
We knew he had a great proclivity to do that. We wanted him to do that. He saw the okey doke coming.
Okay.
That's what I'm saying to you. And but we said, you got to do it.
Yeah.
So he did it, and it happened,
That's not
which
nice.
made it that much sweeter.
It was so funny.
None of that is how he wrote it either.
What do you mean?
Like, he showed me his idea. I don't remember the original, but 2 seconds in, he was off script. He just started.
Yeah, that's
Well, we
nice.
knew it. He said it when he had this idea sitting all alone at home with friends.
Yeah.
Right.
Which,
Home
when you're
alone
sitting home alone,
with all your friends.
you don't have with all your friends. Like, we, as soon as he said that, I'm like, okay, the Del Tufo I was hoping was going to show up has arrived.
It's the most nervous I've ever seen him to do anything.
Yeah.
Oh, poor Mike.
And we created a microphone stand to Chris's right, which
it was kinda like
we
a-
never have a set position like that maybe on our program, except
it was
for
lit.
the very beginning.
We had a camera
Yeah,
on him.
we had all
It was
that.
prop.
Yeah, and then meanwhile, Kevin O'Leary is like, I know what the people wanted to see out of me. I'm about
No,
to
he
crack
knew
this out
he
the
knew
park.
he knew how to handle it. But I'm just wondering if he thought for a split second, who knows, let's hear what he's got to say. Until he probably laid eyes on Mike and knew this is going to be a full course meal for him.
It's messed up.
You know?
Mm-hmm.
This what is messed up. Is it messed up? It's not messed up. A dude's wearing, swag like crazy. You know what I mean?
Put him on a failing mission, though.
Listen, we're talking about these sharks. These sharks probably can size up whoever's pitching them, seconds of them coming through those doors.
Absolutely,
Don't you think?
for sure. So he knew what was going on when he saw Delta.
If you had to pitch a shark, what would you pitch?
You see, I was thinking about this, but like, do I want to say this over the airwaves? Because I'm really, really thinking about doing something.
Okay.
Oh.
So you don't want to give anybody a little
no.
bit
We
of an
don't need to
idea.
know
Right,
what it
because
is.
I don't know who's in what building right now. Like, let me write that down.
Okay.
You don't
I'm
have to
listening
tell us
the
the
Rich
idea.
Eisen show. It's very popular.
What does it involve?
Yeah, tell us who.
Food?
Yeah, food.
Involves food.
Food based. And I feel like with, first of all, with the name that I have developed,
What's the name?
I can't.
But
bro.
what? No one else.
I'm telling you, it's all in the name, bro.
Well, I guess if the Athletics just lost their ability to come up with their own
exactly.
name and website,
Exactly, man.
fair.
And I got a
Anybody
lot
can
of haters
slot
on
on that.
Twitter.
A lot of haters.
Can't do it.
well, who's
man.
to blame for that?
A little bit of Chris Van Vliet, a little bit of the Lakers,
Okay.
but a lot of bit of me.
Okay. At least you're taking ownership.
Yeah, way to own that.
Yeah.
Did you see Luca go at the fan in New Orleans?
Yeah. First of all, he's lucky he didn't get ejected. Okay.
Right.
Lucky that fan didn't get banned from the building. How dare you talk? First of all, you're too close to LeBron to be saying out, the garbage that he was saying, calling people trash. But I love that. I love having a player like Luca who will bark back.
Yep.
Well, I think LeBron's reaction shows he feels the same way.
Yeah, it's really good. Get him fired up. That's what I need. Because Luca right now, he can't hit regular shots. But these crazy shots he throws in. So I need more fans to get him riled up, because that's the Luca that destroyed the Phoenix Suns. That's the Luca that just went crazy. So I need that Luca.
Yeah, you do need that, Luca. You're not concerned about the Lakers, are you?
I'm never concerned about the Lakers. And
know
I had
that. What a
D'Angelo
dumb
Russell.
question.
Come on, dog. What?
Did you see Snoop's commentary on Steve Kerr's ejection? Did you see that one?
No.
Oh, man.
Everybody's uncle.
No, you got to. Snoop was on the broadcast. Was it the NBC broadcast? Is that what it was? I think it was, right? Of the Clippers and the Warriors, and Kerr got ejected, and his analysis was fantastic.
That's what I'm talking about.
I think he was screaming out you in Inglewood. Wasn't that what he was
He
screaming
was
out?
wearing a suit. It was
Oh, suit.
yeah, he was great.
Well, you
Oh,
know,
wow.
Snoop takes that seriously.
He does.
When he does sports media.
Yeah.
Well, he takes everything. So he's a professional.
He came out as Calvin that day.
This,
Yeah.
well, when we, because again, he came on this show years ago and said he wanted to do that sort of stuff as a hobby.
Right.
So we credentialed him for the Super Bowl 50, 10 years ago.
Nice.
And Calvin Broadus was on his credential.
Yep. Yeah, that's serious.
There were no
That's serious.
there were no G's.
Yep.
There were no G's on that.
Yep. Calvin brought out that Calvin.
I guess except of a photo of an OG, and he killed it. And look at him now. So we're taking credit for Snoop. Is basically the
As you
moral of
should,
the
bro. It's
story.
Rich Eisen show.
No Contest Wrestling with O'Shea and TJ coming your way as soon as this show is over. And it
Individuals and businesses with tax problems, listen carefully. Do you feel like you're losing control of your finances? If you owe over $10,000 in back taxes or have unfiled tax returns, we can help you take back control. The IRS is the largest and most aggressive collection agency in the world, and they can seize your bank accounts, garnish your paycheck, close your business, and file criminal charges. Take control of your tax problem now by calling the experts at U.S. Tax Shield and take advantage of the Fresh Start program and new laws that may allow us to negotiate a settlement for the lowest amount possible. Our team of tax attorneys and enrolled agents can stop collections and get you protected so you can take control of your financial future. U.S. Tax Shield offers a price protection guaranteed quote to get you protected today. U.S. Tax Shield is A+ rated with the Better Business Bureau, so call now. 800-687-5192. That's 800-687-5192. U.S. Tax Shield. 800-687-5192.
If you missed Pirate Radio Live, you missed.
Coach Hood, have you studied the Pitt Panthers at all this season?
Yes, I have. You know, that quarterback, the true freshman, I believe,
Yeah.
he had a special year. So, you know, they're good coaches with the way those guys are playing. And Narduzzi, he's a soundbite waiting to happen. He's intense. That defense will play similar defense you used to see when we were back there. They'll play a lot of quarter press, and they'll challenge the receivers all day long. But better watch out for the quarterback's feet.
Pirate Radio Live, weekdays from 3 to 6, right here on Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation.
Pirate Nation, your dream home starts with Unshakable Builders. Now building in Sutherland Estates in Greenville and Dolostone Court in Wilson, with homes available now. And stay tuned, Cross Creek Townhomes in Greenville and Whitaker Glen in Farmville are coming soon. Browse available homes, explore floor plans, and see past projects today at unshakablebuilders.com. Have questions? Use live chat, fill out the contact form, or call the office at 814-9105. Unshakable Builders, build on a solid foundation.
At Flatlands Jessup, when we say your whole world covered, we really mean it. Our agency is dedicated to offering every type of coverage you might need, from farm owners and crop, home and auto insurance to health and life policies. We've designed our services to ensure that every aspect of your insurance needs are met, all under one roof. Whether you're safeguarding your family, your farm, your property, or your future, we'll build a customized risk management program for your needs. Flatlands Jessup, your whole world covered.
Straight out of Kinston, Chili Water by Carolina Ice Company just iced the competition. Officially ranked the #1 American-sourced water on the H2O Score app and #2 in global purity, beating out 99.9% of those overpriced premium glass bottles. Purified or sparkling, both built to dominate your cooler. Find participating locations and order online at chiliwater.com or find us on Amazon. Tap into something better. Zero sugar, zero plastic, zero regrets. Stay chilly.
Washington's favorite place to eat and where all the locals go is down on Main Street. Down on Main Street's new weekly lunch specials are here and only for $8.99. Stop by Monday through Friday and enjoy chicken and pastry, spaghetti, meatloaf, hamburger, steak, and everyone's favorite fried shrimp plate. After work, Down on Main Street is the perfect spot for dinner and drinks with friends. Down on Main Street in historic downtown Washington. Go Pirates!
Let's talk about leveling up your skills and your paycheck. At Pitt Community College, our Business and Workforce Solutions program offers flexible options aligned with local business needs. With supportive instructors who really care about students and short-term training that fits your schedule, you're sure to build connections that open doors. Learn how we can help you at pittcc.edu/workforce.
A pepperoni pizza for the table.
Thank you.
And May I suggest trying it with our Pepsi Zero Sugar? It has just the right amount of sweetness to complement all that cheesy, saucy goodness, while the carbonation and notes of citrus enhance the flavor profile. Simply divine.
Pepsi Zero Sugar? You've really outdone yourself this time. Pizza deserves Pepsi.
Miss, your burger is served.
Thank you.
And if I may suggest a pairing, this is our finest Pepsi Zero Sugar. The sweetness of Pepsi perfectly balances the savory notes of your burger, while the citrus and carbonation elevates the taste for a truly stunning flavor profile. Bon appetit.
Now that is one perfect combination. If this is how the other half lives, I could get used to this. Burgers deserve Pepsi.
This is Pirate Radio, WGHB Farmville, 1250 and 92.7 FM Greenville, WDLX Washington, 930 and 104.1 FM Washington.
Can you be quiet, please? Thank you.
Welcome to Pirate Radio Live.
Clip. Hey, man, good to see you, brother.
We got Jarrett here. Hey, Jarrett. Hey, and we got left side. Strong side.
Y'all are intimidating guys. You know what I'm saying? Y'all are famous. Y'all are celebrity type guys, and that's intimidating.
Gun. First down, ECU. Spinning free. Still on his feet. Marlon Gunn Jr. is gone. How about them Pirates, baby?
You already know, my guy.
Pirate pride, baby. Pirate pride.
From the Pirate Radio studios in the heart of the Pirate Nation, here is your host, Clip Brock.
Welcome in to a Wednesday edition of Pirate Radio Live. Got a jam-packed loaded show for you today on a beautiful Wednesday afternoon. By God, 70 degrees. And Shirley, that was a great open. If that don't get you fired up for some daggone Pirate basketball tonight, I don't know what will. We got a great show for you today. Got Ken Watlington joining us later on in Hour 1. Donnell Coley joining us in Hour 2. Ryan Wallen joining us as well in Hour 2 to preview that East Carolina Temple matchup in Philadelphia tonight. We will air my one-on-one conversation with former Pirate defensive lineman J.D. Lampley, and we will air Clip Brock's interview with Aundrae Allison from Monday afternoon as well in Hour number 3. It's a great day today. Got Shirley back from Miami. We got Jackman Jackson, and it's still a great day. We have Carter, but it's still a great day. And it's even better because I got my man Parker Byrd sitting to my left side. Parker, how you doing, man?
I'm doing good, man. Blessed to be on the show, and y'all have a great lineup today, so I'm glad to be on here.
Yeah, it's a great line. I mean, it's kind of hard to find out what to talk about. No more football, basketball kind of down in the dumps. We're just waiting for you and the boys to get on the diamond, man.
Yeah, looking forward to it.
We talked a little bit before the show started, so everybody will get back tonight, and practice will start later this week.
That's right, yeah. So everybody has to be back tonight. Then we'll get rolling full force on Monday, and looking forward to it, man. We were talking, and the break seems really long, so I'm glad everybody's back. And with me being here in Greenville, it's really good to see the boys back in Greenville because, it's only me, Braden Burris, Boucher stays around. So there was a little bit of us here, but everybody's back in town, and we're ready to go, man. We're ready to get started.
Yeah, during my days as a student, I would stick around. I would come home the day after Christmas, and everybody's still back home. So it'd just be those lonely days in Greenville, not really knowing what to do. But glad to have y'all back. Cannot wait for next month when you guys open up with Xavier. But let's talk about a little ECU football. Yeah. Did you go to the bowl game?
I did not, but I definitely watched it. Yeah, I was actually in working out and watching it, and then watched the second half at my parents' house. But man, what a showing from the boys. I mean, I'm so fired up for Coach Harrell and all the guys that played in the bowl game. I think it was really special to beat two ACC teams back to back, and that's always a good thing to show, dominance over them. So it was really good, and proud of those guys.
Yeah, it's always nice to beat state like we did in last year's Military Bowl, but this one just was more important in my opinion. It was a better victory just because of the skeleton crew we had on offense with all the guys leaving for the transfer portal. What is your opinion on guys opting out of bowl games?
Yeah, I don't like it, honestly. I mean, it's just it's something, man. The college dynamic in college football is just it has to be fixed. I mean, with the portal opening that quick, I mean, you saw the drama with Lane Kiffin and all that. But I mean, it sucks that it happened to Ole Miss, but it's not Lane Kiffin's fault in my opinion. Like, it's just the landscape of college, and he had to make the decision to go that quick, and it sucks they had to leave. And obviously Ole Miss is doing great things now, but I mean, I really think they have to, buy into Nick Saban and fix it.
It's kind of hard to blame these coaches, these players, when I mean the college football season is over January 20, mid-20. I think the 26th is the championship game, and the portal opens the 2nd. So like you got to go ahead and get things in place so you can figure out your roster.
Yeah.
But you talked with Aaron Kennedy. We just got done wrapping up a new episode of the Parker Byrd Show. That will drop next Wednesday with Aaron Kennedy, pastor at Open Door Church. You guys had some ideas on how to fix this transfer portal thing.
Yeah.
What do you think?
Yeah, so we were talking about it, and you guys will see it on the show as well. But we said that there should be one free transfer because there is bad situations out there, bad fits and stuff. So everybody should get one free transfer, and then after that, go back to the old rules, man, where people had to sit out a year and pay the consequences for transferring. But I think that would clear up with the transfer portal a little bit in general. But with NIL and all that, like, it's tough. There's I don't know if there's one solution, but there is definitely has to be some change in the landscape.
Yeah, and I didn't really pay attention to it too much with baseball since, I mean, the majority of that group last year was kept.
Right.
Nobody really transferred outside of, I think, Brad Pruitt.
Yeah.
Is it as big of a problem in baseball as it is in football?
No, not at all. I mean, it's a problem everywhere, but baseball isn't as big as football, and the money's not as much in baseball, so, you don't have as much of an incentive to leave. I mean, obviously, guys are finally getting paid, and rightfully so, but it's not the millions and millions and millions of dollars that people are getting nowadays in football. So that incentive's not there, but it's still a thing. And I think we did a great job this year of bringing in guys from the portal, and I would say that's one of the things we probably struggled on in previous years is those guys not contributing as much to the team. But this year, man, it's a loaded squad, and we have a lot of great guys that have came in and contributed so far, but also the mentality piece too. Like, they've bought in here, they're into all the stuff that we need them to be into, and they've bought in. So it's gonna be fun to watch this year. And
I mean, that buy-in is very important because you can bring in as many big names as you want, and they can go ahead and cash in or whatever. But that buy-in is an important factor, and I don't.
100%.
I don't think you're going to have a lack of buy-in when Cliff Godwin is the head coach.
He does a phenomenal job of establishing a culture, and but man, it's cool because we have guys from SEC and all these big time schools, but you don't really ever hear them talk about their experiences there, like how they missed it or anything like that. So they've done a good job of that's the past. I'm here and I'm ready to play for the Pirates, and Coach Godwin does an unbelievable job of recruiting guys like that.
Yeah.
And also, establishing this culture here at ECU, and that's why we win year after year. And, it's good to win 35 games and call it a down year. So it's a blessing to do that.
Well, Parker, I appreciate you joining me. I mentioned we just wrapped up a new episode dropping next Wednesday, but a new episode of your podcast did drop today with Anthony Robles. Just go ahead and give us an introduction to Anthony Robles and what people can expect from that episode.
Yeah, Anthony is a one-legged wrestler that won a national championship at Arizona State. He is a phenomenal guy. We had a great conversation. It was a little bit different than my typical interviews and podcasts. I was back home in Laurinburg, North Carolina, I was at my grandma's house. So we did it virtual, but it was still a great conversation, and he has a lot of wisdom and a lot of experiences that are really cool. So make sure you guys go and check that out. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, he started talking about like they made a movie about him, and when you hear that, I'm not familiar with Anthony, so I mean, I heard like, oh, they made a movie about me. It's like, oh, what is it? Go straight to Tubi, and then he's like, oh no, J-Lo, Don Cheadle are in it. Ben Affleck produced it. I'm like, all right, well now I have to check it out because it's not just one of these Hallmark movies. But yeah, very interesting stuff on the Parker Byrd Show with Anthony Robles. Before we let you go, I do want to run down NFL and college football playoffs. We've already talked a bit about it during the break, but we'll start with the NFL on the AFC side. Broncos get the 1 seed. Former Pirate Jaquan McMillan doing great for them on the defensive side. But we'll start with the Sunday matchup: Jags-Bills in Jacksonville. You got the Jags?
That's one that is going to be key to the AFC side. I'm going to take the Bills just because I feel like this is Josh Allen's year. It has to be. I mean, Patrick Mahomes, Joe Burrow, all those guys, Lamar, they're not in the playoffs. So if Josh wants to win, this is probably his year. But, you know, I mean, anybody could win that game, honestly. That's a really good matchup. But I'm going to take the Bills on that one.
And so many people, if the Bills lose, I mean, they are favored on the road. But if the Bills lose, so many people are going to kill them. But you got to think, like, the Jags won 14 games.
Jags are legit,
or 13 games, yeah.
And I like what Trevor Lawrence and they're doing down there. So
yeah, Liam Cohen's done a great job. Should be Coach of the Year. We'll go on to the Patriots and the Chargers 2-7 matchup in New England. Who do you got there?
I got the Pats, man. Drake May, I was wrong about that guy. I thought he was going to be a bust.
Is it because he went to Carolina?
Yeah, dude. And no Carolina quarterback is ever going to be good. But Drake may prove me wrong on that one, and I'm glad though because he seems like a great dude, and I like the Patriots, man. They got a good squad over there.
Yeah, I mean anybody playing the Chargers is guaranteed to win. So the Pats will move on to play the Bills, in your opinion. Then we'll go Steelers Texans. We seem to be on the same page with the Steelers. Just talking pre-show. So go ahead and give your opinion.
It's the Texans on that one. I think their defense is too good. I think Mike Tomlin needs to be fired. The mediocrity in the Steelers, I think it's just not a good matchup for them, and I think the Texans are going to move on with these on that one.
Yeah, I like the Texans a lot. So
then I got Texans, Broncos, and then
it would be the highest seed Bills would face the Broncos.
Really?
So Texans, Pats, Bills, Broncos.
Okay, you said Texans, Pats.
Yeah,
I'm gonna go Patriots on that one. I feel like, man, Drake May. I mean, he's legit, and you know the coaches and all that there. So I'm gonna go Pats, and then I'm gonna go Bills. For some reason, I don't trust the Broncos yet. I mean, I just feel like they keep squeaking by somehow, some way. But
yeah,
I mean, a win to win. But I feel like Josh Allen is ultimately better than Bo Nix, and I think that's going to come down to.
So you'd have Bills, Patriots in the AFC Championship. Yep. You already mentioned this seems like Josh Allen's year, so I assume you're taking the Bills.
Yeah, I think I'm going to take the Bills on that one. I think that he has to do it this year. I mean, I think honestly, I would probably be pulling for the Patriots, but I think the Bills are going to win.
Yeah, so we'll move over. Panthers-Rams. This has to be the most lopsided playoff game, especially for a home team. The Panthers are hosting a playoff game, and they're 10.5-point underdogs. So we're going Rams here, right?
Yeah, we're going Rams. I love the Panthers. I mean, I'm a Commanders fan, but the Panthers are my hometown team, so you have to pull for them, but I believe the Rams are going to have their number. I mean, the Panthers did beat them in regular season, but Matthew Stafford's not throwing 3 or 4 interceptions this time. No. So I think that the Rams are going to move on.
Yeah, probably the worst matchup for the Panthers. I wouldn't give them a shot against any of these teams, but playing a team you already beat, Matthew Stafford's got to be embarrassed.
I was really hoping that we got the 49ers for some reason. And
they're really injured.
Yeah, well, and not that they're an easy matchup by any means, but I feel like, you've already beat the Rams. Rams are going to probably win this.
So Eagles-Niners, who do you like there?
I'm going to go Niners, and that's probably a little biased because I just hate the Eagles.
Yeah. Commanders fan.
Yeah, but I'm going to go Niners, and hopefully – because I don't know about the Eagles' offense, man. It just seems so like 1 week they're good and 1 week they're bad.
Yeah.
So hopefully Niners go by there.
All right, and then Bears-Packers.
Oh, dude. That's going to be a good game. I'm excited for that one.
They've played close in their last 2 matchups.
I'm gonna go Bears, man. I think that Ben Johnson is legit and Caleb Williams is actually pretty good. So
Yeah.
I'm going to go Bears.
All right, we'll go quickly through the rest of these so we can talk college football playoffs. You have Bears, Rams, and Niners, Seahawks.
Okay, I think Rams are going to beat the Bears. I think their offense is too good. And then I think the Seahawks are going to beat the 49ers.
So that'll give you Seahawks, Rams in the conference championship.
Yeah, and that's going to be a good one. And I believe that the Rams are going to win.
All right.
So.
Bills, Rams, Super Bowl. Who you got?
I'm gonna go with Josh Allen, man.
All right,
this is his year, so let's do it.
Bills finally get one.
Yeah, I hope so. I mean, I'm glad Patrick Mahomes isn't in the playoffs. So.
All right, and then we'll move on to college. This is probably my favorite Final Four. This is the second year of the 12 team, but we've had 14 playoffs.
Yeah.
It's just it's going to be something refreshing. I mean, Oregon's been great for so long, but they've never won a national championship. Indiana coming from the bottom to the top.
Oregon's never won?
No.
Really?
Miami hasn't won in forever, and Ole Miss. No, I don't think Miami's ever won either.
Yeah.
We're going to get something new.
Yeah, it's going to be new. Yeah, I like it. Let's see. I think that Indiana is going to beat Oregon.
Yeah.
I feel like they're just a juggernaut. And then I'm going to go Ole Miss over Miami. And this is just because I think I really want Ole Miss to win.
Yeah.
And I think, that we talked about it earlier, but the Kiffin situation, that was just a tough situation. Left Ole Miss, without a head coach. And then I think that Trinidad Shamlins dude, that dude's good, bro.
Yeah.
So hopefully Ole Miss goes, and then I believe Indiana is going to beat Ole Miss. They seem to be rolling right now.
Yeah, and that won't be the last championship that Fernando Mendoza hoists.
Yeah,
he will be hoisting the Lombardi.
Yeah, well, that's your hope.
The Raiders. All right,
that'd be cool, but I doubt.
Yeah. All right. Well, Parker, appreciate you joining us once again. Tell us about Anthony Robles and the new episode of the Parker Byrd Show that dropped this morning.
So Anthony Robles, like I mentioned, a one-legged, born without a leg wrestler from Arizona State, won a national championship. And today we had Aaron Kennedy on. That'll be dropping next week. So make sure you guys go and check that out. Me and Aaron had an awesome conversation. Guy with a lot of wisdom and a lot of years of following Jesus and, speaking the good news. So great catch up with him and get his wisdom. So make sure you guys go and check both of those out.
All right, Parker. Thanks, man.
Yes,
Looking
sir,
forward to baseball.
Yes, sir. Let's go.
All right. We'll take a quick break. And on the other side, we will have K-Dub, Ken Watlington from WNCT Channel 9. We'll be talking college football transfer portal. He was in Annapolis. We'll see what he got up to and much more with the Ken Man.
Hey, bro, weirdest thing is happening at the game. This guy sitting next to me says, "You're our good luck charm. Every time I crack a Bud Light, we score a touchdown." Now his entire family wants to buy me Bud Lights. I think I'm some kind of a football prophet. Talk soon. The team needs me.
Anything for Bud Light, the official beer sponsor of the NFL. Stock up today. Enjoy responsibly. Copyright 2025 Anheuser-Busch Bud Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
Greenville Motor Company celebrating 40 years serving the automotive needs of Greenville and Eastern Carolina. Here is Greenville Motor Company's Brian Cook.
We have complimentary multi-point inspections included in every visit. Comfortable waiting room area, free Wi-Fi, refreshments, and TV while you wait. Stop on our website, apply, and schedule from the comfort of your home.
Greenville Motor Company, locally owned by the Cook family, right across from Greenville Nissan at 1000 Southwest Greenville Boulevard. Go to driveherenow.com. Driven by service, powered by trust. Greenville Motor Company.
Overtime Tavern is the place to be for great food, cold drinks, and all your game day action with over 10 TVs. Swing in today and try a mouth-watering burger, glizzies, wings, or check out their daily specials featuring some of the best items on the menu. OT's has a weekly lineup of entertainment starting Tuesday with Singo, Wednesday is sports trivia with Clip Brock, and Thursday's local acoustic acts playing the tunes. OT's is located on Charles Boulevard across from the Sheets and is open daily from 11 a.m. to midnight. There's always time on the clock at Overtime Tavern.
When it comes to building or remodeling your home, every detail matters. Hi, this is Kathy Herring with KDL Construction, and we believe great design begins with careful planning and ends with flawless execution. With open communication and a true partnership mindset, we guide you through every step, turning your vision into reality. Our goal, to deliver more than a building project. We create an experience that is seamless, stress-free, and inspiring. Visit KDLConstructionLLC.com to start your transformation today. KDL Construction, your vision, our craft.
Winter is here, but Stroud's Marine in Greenville is still your go-to spot for your boat projects and repairs. Now's the perfect time to get your boat ready for when the warm weather comes. Don't wait till spring. They've got you covered with outboard parts at great prices. Plus, they're running clearance sales on select items, so you can get ready for next season without breaking the bank. Stay up to date with the latest deals, parts, and promotions by following them on social media. Stop by the shop at 865 Rivet Street in Greenville. For more information, head to StroudsMarine.com. Strouds Marine, your best source for salvaged outboard parts.
Russell's is a full-service clothing store for both men and women. Family-owned and operated in historic downtown Washington for 41 years. This is Rhonda from Russell's, and we visit the country's largest markets to bring you quality clothing at affordable prices. From the finest in men's suits, sports coats, and accessories to fashionable dresses, tops, and jewelry for the women. Our attention to every detail means personal service and in-house alterations. Give Russell's a try. You, our pirate friends and customers at Russell's Clothing in downtown Washington. Go Pirates!
Chico's Mexican Restaurant is where the fiesta never ends. Grab your amigos and head to Chico's every Wednesday for shrimp tacos for only $9.99. Plus Wednesdays means all Mexican imports for just $2.99. Thursdays, enjoy your favorite beef, chicken, or vegetable fajitas for only $9.99. For Mexican food and fun, it's got to be Chico's Mexican Restaurant in downtown Greenville and online at chicosrestaurant.com. Chico's, where the fiesta never ends.
CopyPro, the professional office systems people, have been serving Eastern North Carolina since 1971. From Greenville to Wilmington, businesses trust CopyPro for reliable technology, award-winning service, and top brands like Konica Minolta and Ricoh. Need multi-function printers, document management, or network solutions? CopyPro delivers powerful tools backed by certified technicians and a team dedicated to your success. CopyPro, professional people, professional systems, powerful results. Visit copypro.net or call 756-3175 today.
Hi, this is Phil Steele of Phil Steele's College Football Preview Magazine, and you're listening to Pirate Radio, the voice of Pirate Nation.
You're listening to Hour 1 of Pirate Radio Live. The Pirate Radio app is available now. Powered by Flatlands Jessup and Carolina Caliber. Download the app today and have Pirate Radio at your fingertips. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Do you want to get rid of wrinkles, tighten and lift your skin? How about getting rid of unwanted hair and under-eye fat pads? Well, contact the licensed professionals at Beauty Bar MediSpa for a free consultation and ask about their newest technologies and treatments. Beauty Bar MediSpa, located on Red Banks Road in Greenville. Enjoy your visit. Love your transformation. Now let's head back into PRL. Here's J-Bone.
All right, we're back. No clip brought the rest of this week. Sadly, had a death in the family, so I'll be filling in. But it's fun as always. And before we get to K-Dub, Ken Watlington, let's check in with the Chili Water Chat Gang. Jerry says hello.
Hello.
Help the bear! And we are the Chili Water Chat Gang. Jamie says, hey now.
Hey now.
PJ says, hey, hey, hey.
Hey, hey, hey.
Susan Dean says, hi. I'm getting a little excited to watch the Panthers on Saturday. Hopefully they will come ready to play and win.
What's up, Chandler? How you?
Oof, he's not been playing well. Susan, even if they come out there and crap down their leg, you're hosting a playoff game. That's what's really important. Skip says, hey, Skip.
My God.
What's up, my guy, Skip? Kenny says, happy birthday, Parker. Hope you had a great one. Probably should have mentioned that with Parker.
My God!
It was also Rajay's birthday, same day as Parker Byrd. Alex says, Miami has multiple titles, just not in a while. Yeah, that's kind of what I figured. And Joel, with some clarity on the sit-out penalty with transfers. We are stuck with unlimited transfers with no sit-out penalty. The NCAA is prohibited from doing that again per the 2024 settlement with the Department of Justice. Dang. Congress would have to intervene. That's just what we need, more government in football. And we'll bring on Ken with that. Ken, how do we fix the transfer portal?
You don't.
All right. Well, hey,
hello!
Jeff
Thanks for
Charles,
joining
take
us.
us home. We're done. Let's wrap up the show with that. There's got to be some way to fix it.
If I had the answer, it'd be fixed.
I mean, I think we're getting closer to that with the Washington quarterback in that situation now. He signs a contract to come back, and then last night, while the coaching staff and administration is at a memorial service for one of their soccer players who died, Desmond, what was his name? The Washington quarterback tells everybody he's entering the portal. What a scumbag. And Washington is looking for legal action, and hopefully that'll bring some calm to the Wild transfer portal.
And he committed somewhere else already, right?
I don't think he committed, but I don't know. I read Sam Levitt was going to Kentucky, and then Minchie went to Kentucky, and Sorsby to LSU, now Sorsby to Texas Tech. I don't know who's going where. I know Caden Hauser's going to Illinois, and that's about it.
That's about it. We'll figure it out week 0, week 1, maybe week 10. Who knows?
I don't know. It's like it's really taken me out of the whole thing. I just don't care anymore.
Yeah, I still care. I mean, I still love a college football Saturday. I love going to games. I love watching games. But it just hurts your head to try to keep up with it.
Yeah.
I can't imagine being like a full-time beat writer or someone who covers a team full-time, specifically talking about the portal to be able to try to keep up with that mess. I couldn't do it.
Yeah, I mean, I'm reaching out to guys from like North Texas to come on to like talk about Jordan Davis.
Yeah.
Or Memphis to talk about Jordan Hankins. And it's just like, how are they attacking the portal? It's like, really, the portal's attacking us. Like, we really have no. It's just like East Carolina.
Put it, yeah.
We're losing all our guys. I think North Texas has lost maybe 10 to just Oklahoma State in general.
Right,
and then they've lost 2 to us.
You expect that when you lose a head coach and a coaching staff, but in a situation like ECU, it's tough because you've had so much success the last year and a half, and you got a great group of guys, that have built a core here, and then. I mean, you can't fault them either for wanting to maybe play in the Big Ten and get millions of dollars. Like, it's just it's a mess.
Well, there's 2 that are just like maybe just one. I don't know. But Yannick Smith going to SMU and Jamari McCrimmon going to State. Like, yeah, okay, I guess they got more money, but is the situation
SMU was in the playoff last year.
Yeah, but Zakai Barker went to SMU, and he's visiting here tomorrow.
That's true.
It's not
the grass is not always green.
No, not at all. But like to see Jamari Riddle have a visit with Georgia, that's very complimentary of our program.
For sure.
That Georgia, who was just in the playoffs last week before losing, wants our guys. Yeah, Caden Hauser going back to the Big Ten. It's not a premier Big Ten school, but they're near the top.
They've been in the top 25 this season, right?
I think they were preseason like top 15.
Yeah.
So, a lot of these
I wouldn't personally want to go to Champaign, Illinois, but
no.
If you dangled some cash, maybe I'd do it.
But me and Bailey,
that's just my Midwest bias.
It had to just be like, I want to go back to the Big Ten. Because it couldn't have been about money when he didn't really get, I don't know the numbers, the numbers are just rumors and speculation. He didn't really get that much more than he would have got here. I told Brian Bailey, it's like you compare cost of living between Champaign and Greenville, it's kind of a wash.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
And you get sunshine here.
Yes, hell, you get 70-degree days on January 7th, which is a record high, and we had a record low 3 weeks ago.
But maybe it's also the Indiana effect. Even though he's going to Illinois, he's seeing that other Big Ten schools besides Michigan and Ohio State are building something like Indiana's doing. Maybe I could be a part of something like that at a different school. So it's a challenge, and sometimes you want to take a challenge and see, hey, maybe I could be a key cog in making a difference.
Yeah, you look at Fernando Mendoza from Cal to Indiana. He wasn't even like that great at Cal.
He was pretty good last year.
Yeah.
Like Cal, that was their first year in the ACC, and if you stayed up late, you can watch them play at 10:30.
That's probably why I'm saying he wasn't that great at Cal, because I was already blacked out by the time they kicked off.
Asleep / passed out.
All right. Enough with the portal. Let's talk about Annapolis. You went, right?
I did, yeah.
Yeah. Did you wear your credential or did you have a ticket?
I had a ticket. I never even picked up my credential. This is the first time I've ever been to a bowl game as a paying customer.
Okay.
So it was refreshing.
I've only been to bowl games as a paying customer, so I'm looking forward to the other side.
I've been to, I did the Birmingham Bowl a couple of years ago covering ECU. I've covered Bowling Green and the Idaho Potato Bowl. I did some Ohio State bowl games, got to go to the Fiesta Bowl one year. So, as a member of the media, I've got to experience bowl games, which is fantastic. I mean, our job's pretty cool sometimes.
Oh,
but
yeah.
It was nice to be able to, go crack a beer open at 8:30 in the morning in a parking lot, freezing my butt off in Annapolis, Maryland, and then go watch a football game.
Yeah, I asked my buddies who went, I was like, when did you crack the first one? Expecting like 5:30, 6 o'clock. And they're like, probably about around kickoff. And I'm like, you didn't crack one until kickoff? It's like, well, we were drinking moonshine.
Well, yeah, I didn't do that. It was just regular old craft beer.
All right.
It was a great time, especially the night before. I was there. Brian Bailey, Zach Kaplan did their preview show live from, I think it was Stan and Joe's there in Annapolis. And so many Pirate fans there and buying drinks for everybody after the show was over. And so that Friday night before the Saturday morning game was a lot of fun. We expected to get into the parking lot when the lot opened to start tailgating. And because of Friday night, we were a little late.
Yeah.
But
Irish flu.
And then we were out in the parking lot. It was cold, don't get me wrong, but we had a good time tailgating and the flyover was happening. It's like, we should probably go in now. Yeah, I think we should wrap this up and go into the stadium. So it was a great day.
Kenny says he saw you and it was a good time. Ken, it was good seeing you in Annapolis. Great win for the Pirates. Pirate defense dominating Pitt. So we talked about you drinking.
Yeah.
Probably need to slow down a little bit.
Yeah.
But how about the game?
The game was... there were points in it. It's like, this is not going to turn out well for the Pirates.
Yeah.
Especially the inadvertent whistle and that whole thing. And then Pitt scores a touchdown right after that. And you're like, all right, I see how this is going to play out. And it didn't.
No.
And you got to give the Pirates a lot of credit to not overcome, to be able to overcome the adversity of losing guys to the portal and losing coaches, to be able to get out there and to come back and, when kind of you're down on the mat. And they did that. And it was fun to see. And then, the fans kind of, I wouldn't say stormed the field, but made their way to the field after the game. And I hear Blake, on the PA system talking about it and give me a hell yeah. And I mean, it was pretty cool.
Yeah, I watched the game on the couch and I was trying to flip over to the trophy ceremony. And by the time I get there, it was
quick.
It's the guy just going like, where's Anthony? Yeah. Where's Anthony? And then it just cuts. And I'm like, well, that was worth my time.
That was the guy on the field, at least doing it over the PA system was Graham Weinstein, the radio voice of the Washington Commanders.
Oh, okay.
So that was pretty cool for me to be able to, be there for that.
Speaking of the Commanders.
Go Manders.
They are in the dump.
You know what, though?
That turned into a crap show real quick.
1 game winning streak, and that win is over the Philadelphia Eagles.
Hey, 1-0 in 2026.
We will take it.
Yeah.
So back-to-back seasons, they closed the regular season with the big win against Philly. The only difference is they are not in the playoffs this year.
Can't ask for much more. So you get rid of Kingsbury.
Yeah.
I mean, what's the next move? What's the outlook?
I'm guessing they've got a plan.
Yeah.
And they have a vision for what they want to do. We don't know what that vision is going to be yet because I was kind of shocked that they decided to go away from Cliff because of the success they had last year. Injuries derailed them this year. I mean, I don't think there's any way around it. I mean, this started Austin Eckler, like first snap of the season, it seemed like. And then obviously Jaden Daniels. Injury's not the only problem. Defensively, they were pretty bad all year. But to get rid of Cliff, he did have some success last season. I was shocked, but you got to hope this is a different regime under the new ownership and under the new GM, that they have a vision for what they want to do, and we find out we'll be pleasantly surprised.
Yeah, I mean, Cliff Kingsbury obviously going to find a new spot. It's crazy that he's getting head coach buzz, but I mean, I guess it is just from the Titans. I don't know. This is my favorite time of the year because the Raiders aren't playing, and we can just speculate on what's to happen before another 6-win season comes about. But
6 wins.
That's going to be a massive improvement compared to 3.
Yeah, or 5 for Washington.
Yeah. So, I mean, I guess you think they're going to bounce back next year?
I mean, if they're healthy, you would think just the talent-wise, especially on offense, that, they'll be a little bit better. They should be able to contend for a playoff spot. But it's the NFL, man. Things get kind of crazy in a hurry.
Yeah, and college football playoffs kick back off tomorrow night. What's
tomorrow night? Yeah, we got Indiana, Oregon tomorrow night in the
Ole Miss, Miami tomorrow night.
Oh, yep, they got it backwards.
The Verbo Fiesta Bowl.
Yeah,
you've been to the Fiesta Bowl.
I have. Yeah,
where is that at again?
That is in Glendale, Arizona, at the home of the Cardinals.
Not bad. Ole Miss, Miami.
And that's at the Peach Bowl.
Nobody expected this one, especially with Ole Miss losing Lane Kiffin, Miami barely sneaking in. Who do you like here, and what have you seen from these teams so far?
I heard you and Parker talking about the story, and kind of rooting for Ole Miss because of everything that's happened to them. But I kind of like Miami.
Yeah, I love Miami.
Miami's defense has been lights out. They found a way, some ways to get it done offensively, to do just enough to get by in both of these games so far. I like the Canes.
Yeah, me too. It's kind of a double-edged sword when you think about the story of Ole Miss, because you want them to win without Lane to kind of, hey, we don't need you anyways. But Lane's getting $500,000 per win.
Yeah, and he's not even there.
Yeah.
He'll probably never set foot in the state of Mississippi again, except to play Mississippi and Mississippi State.
I think it is in Oxford next year. That'll be a very exciting one, especially if Ole Miss can pull this one off. You have the ring ceremony during that game, I'm assuming.
Yeah.
We'll move on to Friday night. This one, I think the winner of the national championship comes from this one, Indiana, Oregon. We've already seen this game before this season. It was a close one. Indiana pulled it out. Who do you expect to pull this one off?
I like Oregon.
Yeah,
I think that the magic carpet ride for Indiana ends. It's going to be a great game. It's going to be close, nip and tuck. It's going to be fantastic. But I think Oregon gets it done.
I brought it with Clip on Monday. It always seems like whoever's name is getting boosted up about draft and whatnot, about the number one overall pick, they always lose that next week.
Exactly.
Whenever the draft order is decided, whoever's like slated for number one, they lose.
Yeah.
So obviously I want Fernando to look good. I would prefer Fernando over Dante Moore, but at this point, just draft a quarterback. Yeah. I would spend all 10 of our draft picks on quarterbacks.
And I agree with what you guys said last segment. It's kind of refreshing to have these four teams. Yeah, Oregon's been in the playoff before, but as you mentioned, they've never won a national championship.
Yeah.
Miami has not been in this version of the playoff before. They've won national titles, but kind of in the old incarnation of the BCS, and even before that, when you just were voted national champion. And then, Ole Miss and Indiana, that's a basketball school. Not anymore.
Mully was talking yesterday. He's like, other than Bob Knight, what has Indiana ever had?
Maybe some soccer championships or something like that, but yeah.
Jamie posed the question earlier, has the Big Ten surpassed the SEC in football? I think Alabama, Indiana was the biggest indicator of that.
I mean, and if you look at the last two seasons, you got two back-to-back Big Ten champions in Michigan, then Ohio State, and there's a very good chance that, obviously there is no doubt about it, a Big Ten team will be in the national championship game. So there's a very good chance it could be 3 in a row for the Big Ten. I think, top to bottom, is the SEC probably deeper and more talented?
Absolutely.
Yes. Is the top of the Big Ten maybe better than the top of the SEC?
Absolutely.
I think it's shaken out that way.
It is. Never in my lifetime have there been 4 teams favored for a national championship. The last 4, and the SEC is the least.
Yeah.
Miami, I definitely favored over Ole Miss. So it's refreshing. It's nice, and it's just very cool. We'll move on to the NFL playoffs. You have an early favorite. I know we haven't seen any games yet, but
I don't know. I want to see Drake May do well, a Carolina guy from North Carolina that has a pedigree in his family of all his brothers and his dad being really good athletes, and he's come in and kind of created his own lane and had a fantastic, possibly MVP season in his second year. It's a cool story. He seems like he's a great guy off the field. He's funny, a little awkward, which is kind of cool, not too cocky. So he's easy to root for. I've never been a big Patriots fan, so I still want to see them. I think maybe they're a year or two away. But if he were to able to lead them to the Super Bowl, well, what a story.
Well, Clip brought it up on Monday. This could be this year's Commanders, where they don't really play anybody in the regular season, and they just skate into the playoffs, and then, hey, maybe they go to the conference championship. Maybe they get to the Super Bowl.
And honestly, going into the playoffs last year, when the Commanders had to go to Detroit, I'm like, yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
There's no way. And then they whooped them, and I'm like, okay, we are back.
Well, maybe they can do that with the Broncos.
They haven't won since, but
yeah. The Broncos are just so weird, because, if you look at everything on paper, they should probably win the Super Bowl. But every Bronco game I watch, I'm like, when is Bo Nix going to be good? It just seems like every time he's good the last 3 minutes, which is where it counts.
It is true. I mean, the whole team.
It's great, yeah.
Yeah.
O-line, defense.
Yeah.
Exactly what you need to win.
And it doesn't have to be one guy, but there will come a time where it has to be the quarterback. The quarterback has to make plays, and he has done that in the late stages of the game. But can he do it in the playoffs? I'm thinking we'll find out.
You look at the playoffs as a whole, all 14 teams. I mean, we're talking about Bo Nix like that. Really, what quarterback do you trust? I mean, Matthew Stafford, Josh Allen?
Yeah.
Aaron Rodgers, but the Steelers will be the Steelers and lose on Monday night in a blowout fashion like they have the last 6 times they played in the wild card.
Possible.
So I don't know, but do want to get to some college basketball, so we'll take a break. I want to hear from Will Wade. I want to hear him attack Joe Giglio.
Yeah, go figure.
Just absolutely. Joe Giglio not doing well with NC State coaches.
Which is wild because he's such, I won't say a homer for NC State, but he's been very much, on their side throughout the years when he was working at the News and Observer and kind of pro state. And he asked a very reasonable question.
Absolutely.
And then, whoo boy.
Yeah, I hope to have that kind of confidence one day to ask about maybe a Pirate point guard right now. We'll be back on the other side of this break to talk college basketball in the state of North Carolina.
Need to sell your house fast without fixing or even cleaning it? Call the Turner Home Team.
Hey, this is proud ECU alumni Justin Turner with the Turner Home Team. We buy houses as is in any condition for cash, and we can close in just days. As a real estate investor and licensed agent, my team and I can give you options when you need to sell. Sell fast or sell for top dollar. You choose what's best.
Call Turner Home Team or visit theturnerhometeam.com. They'll make a no-obligation cash offer for your home today.
Turner Home Team. Pirates supporting Pirates.
Washington's favorite place to eat and where all the locals go is Down on Main Street. Down on Main Street's new weekly lunch specials are here and only for $8.99. Stop by Monday through Friday and enjoy chicken and pastry, spaghetti, meatloaf, hamburger, steak, and everyone's favorite fried shrimp plate. After work, Down on Main Street is the perfect spot for dinner and drinks with friends. Down on Main Street in historic downtown Washington. Go Pirates!
When it comes to protecting your home, don't gamble with just any roofer. Trust the pros at the Boone Group Roofing. Locally owned by Toot Boone, they've been serving all of Eastern North Carolina with honest, high-quality roofing you can count on. They offer no money down, and every job is backed by a 5-year workmanship warranty because your roof should be done right the first time. Don't wait. Call today at 252-714-0021. For a roof that's built to last and service you can trust, the Boone Group Roofing is on top of their game.
The Toot Boone Boogie! Country Mart has been locally owned and operated for over 40 years and is your premier country store serving the best cheese biscuits and country food around. Country Mart is open every day and has 2 locations in Bethel on Highway 11 and in Stokes on Highway 903. Both Country Mart locations are top-of-the-line fuel stations serving Shell gas, including 93 ethanol-free high-octane gas, which is the best for all you boat owners. Country Mart, fueling you up with great food in your engines with great gasoline. Go Pirates.
Phelps Chevrolet is the dealer to see for a car or a truck or an SUV. The best service and quality. That's the Phelps guarantee. Phelps Chevrolet, the name you can trust. Phelps Chevrolet, you can count on us. The name you can depend on. Phelps Chevrolet.
Get you one.
Cucinella's has been serving up handcrafted pizzas with their family recipe since 1932. If you're in the mood for something different, explore the brand new pastas like the chicken parm, chicken alfredo, or penne marinara. Cucinella's also has salads, grinders, and house-made Italian ice and Italian ice lemonades. Greenville's hometown pizzeria is Cucinella's. 2 locations with pickup or delivery and ready for your order now at cucinellas.com. Go Pirates!
Hey, Pirate Nation. I'm Frank Etheridge with First Flight Credit Union. On behalf of our staff and membership, we would like to wish you a Happy New Year. At First Flight Credit Union, members, teams, and communities and families come first with a mission to take better care. Whether you would like for us to help you look at refinancing, opening a deposit account, or simply talk through your future home loan, we're here for you. Stop by one of our local branches in Greenville, New Bern, Havelock, Morehead City, and Cary. First Flight is insured by the NCUA and an equal housing lender. Go Pirates.
Greenville Motor Company, celebrating 40 years serving the automotive needs of Greenville and Eastern Carolina. Here is Greenville Motor Company's Brian Cook.
We have flexible financing options, work great with all credit types to fit the right plan and payment terms you need. We have a friendly, no-pressure sales staff focused on finding the best fit for you.
Greenville Motor Company, locally owned by the Cook family, right across from Greenville Nissan at 1000 Southwest Greenville Boulevard. Go to driveherenow.com. Driven by service, powered by trust. Greenville Motor Company.
This is Coach Steve Shankweiler, and you're listening to Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation.
You're listening to Hour 1 of Pirate Radio Live. The Pirate Radio app is available now. Powered by Flatlands Jessup and Carolina Caliber. Download the app today and have Pirate Radio at your fingertips. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. You would do anything to keep your family safe, so don't leave safety to chance with national companies or do-it-yourself systems. SCI Technologies has recently merged with High-Tech Communications to become North Carolina's premier security, audio, and fire alarm provider. They have the most cost-effective solutions for your home or business's security and life safety needs. Call SCI Technologies today at 321-7006. Now let's head back into PRL. Here's J-Bone.
Thank you, Shirley. Thank you to Parker Byrd for joining me earlier. Ken, thanks for being here.
Good to be here.
Coming up in hour 2, we have Donnell Coley from the Daily Reflector. We have Ryan Wallen from Owls Daily to preview tonight's matchup between the Pirates and the Owls of Temple. And then in hour number 3, I'll go one-on-one with J.D. Lampley, and we'll air Clip's interview with Aundrae Allison. Jam-packed loaded show for you today. Right now, we got Ken Watlington in the studio. And Ken, you went to a handful of basketball games over the break.
And first of all, you have to be specific when you say Owls.
Yeah, we got like 7 Owls in the conference.
It's Temple, it's not Rice, it's not Florida Atlantic tonight. Yeah, I went to 3 college basketball games last week alone.
Good God.
All UNCW games as they started conference play. 2 down in Wilmington, 1 in Greensboro against A&T. I love college basketball. It's my favorite time of the year. Helps when the team you went to school at and cheer for is actually pretty good. They're off to a 14-2 start this season, 3-0 in the conference. Got a bit of bad news last week, though. C.J. Luster, preseason first-team All-CAA, will not play this year due to injury. So that kind of stunk.
Yeah.
He has not played at all this year, so it's not like you're going to lose a guy mid-season. You never had him in the first place, but what an addition he would have been because he could absolutely fill it up. But you're 3-0 the conference, you're 14-2 overall. You got to be happy about that. So
where are they stacking up right now in the CAA?
Yeah, I mean, it's there's 3 undefeated teams still in the league right now. Them, College of Charleston, who always seems to be at the top with Wilmington, and Hofstra. Sneaky good Hofstra team in the CAA. The preseason favorite in the CAA was Towson. They're off to an 0-3 start. So a little topsy-turvy there, but long way to go. We're just talking about second week of January. So a long way to go in every conference race in America.
And you went to Atlanta to bring us back some Beaver Nuggets from Buc-ee's. But on the way there, you caught UNC and Ohio State.
Yeah, it was the CBS Sports Classic. It was a doubleheader. Got to see St. John's, Kentucky in that first game, kind of the Rick Pitino Invitational, so that was pretty cool. Second game was Ohio State, Carolina. Tar Heels took a double-digit lead. It looked like it was over. Ohio State makes a furious comeback, takes the lead late. Carolina gets a dunk to take the lead with about 10 seconds left after South Trimble fell down. So the ball literally bounced their way on that one.
Carolina.
But it was a fun event. I've been to that event maybe 6 or 7 times over the last 10 years, that doubleheader that they do the Saturday before Christmas.
Carolina 17th in the country, 13-2, 1-1 in the ACC. They lost to Stanford or SMU.
Lost to SMU.
I knew it was
Saturday.
one of those S's.
Yeah, it was a tough game for the Tar Heels. They just defensively, they've been really good all season. And on Saturday afternoon in Dallas, Texas, they were really bad. Gave up 97 points. I don't think they had given up more than 74 in any other game.
Yeah.
So
gave up 51
what a stark contrast. Yeah, the whole game, yeah.
Did you watch were you at the ECU-UNC game?
I was not, no.
Did you watch it?
I watched it on TV, yeah.
Did you listen to the broadcast?
Like the ACC Network broadcast? Yeah.
And you heard the commentator say, Caleb Wilson reminds me of the late, great Tyler Hansbrough.
I did not.
And then he paused and said, well, not late. He was great, but he's still with us.
He's literally in the arena probably across from
Yeah, I was on the floor. That was funny. And that was about the only thing that made me smile in that game. Pirates lose by 44. Is Carolina a serious threat? Yeah, nationally, I know they are in the ACC.
TBD. I'm a little more down on them than I was about a week ago, just after that performance against SMU. You watch Duke, they're 14, 15-1, undefeated in the league so far. Last night, they trailed by double digits. Came back, won by double digits. On Saturday at home, they trailed at half to Georgia Tech. Came back and won. So maybe Duke's just a second half team, but they got some talent in Durham. Always do. Doesn't mean that they're going to end up with a championship, because we've seen in the past they have Zion and Paolo Banchero and guys like that, and they still don't win a national title. Not to say that they won't this year, but who knows?
Cam Boozer, I brought up Cam Boozer to somebody over the break, and I'm like, I want the Hornets to draft him, mainly because I want a Hornets jersey that says Boozer.
Of course, but you could just get one made.
Yeah, but those are more expensive than the actual.
Right, okay.
But somebody was like, Cam Boozer, man, he stinks, and I was like, wow, really? And then I'm Googling some stuff to get prepared for this segment. Cam Boozer is leading the country in points per game.
I did not know that.
Yeah, he was number one. Let's put. Maybe I'm crazy. Maybe I was.
He's over.
Maybe there's another C. Boozer.
He's over 20 for sure. And the thing is, maybe why we don't give him enough credit is because he's not quite flashy. He's not Caleb Wilson or the kid from BYU or just someone, or Zion that was just, oh my gosh, what a freak, insane athlete, so fun to watch. He does the little things. He makes shots. Last night he scored 25, 26, and he missed 2 shots. Man. It's not like he's a volume shooter. He finds ways to get it done. I can't believe I'm taking credit and giving props to a Duke guy, but here we are. New year, new me, I guess. I don't know.
Cameron Boozer, number 1 in college basketball, 23.3 points per game.
Yeah.
Dabansa behind him, 23.1, along with Dior Johnson from TAR. I don't know what that school is.
TAR?
It just says TAR.
Maybe Tarleton State in Texas?
Maybe. Who put a whooping on my
I don't think it's Tarboro.
Boys. Yeah, no, definitely not Tarboro. That'll bring us to State in the ACC.
Yeah. Good win for them on the road last night.
Absolutely.
Especially bouncing back. They got, I won't say humiliated at home against Virginia, because Virginia's a really good team. Also a different Virginia team that we're used to seeing, because they can score points now that Tony Bennett's gone. Tony Bennett's a Hall of Fame coach, won a national championship. I'm not saying that they ran him out of town by any means, but they score points now. So State took it on the chin at home. Go to a Boston College arena that in Chestnut Hill where it's always half full, probably a little sleepy, and they get the win. So it was a good bounce back win for the Wolfpack.
And Darian Williams has been that's his name, right?
Yep.
Topic of conversation in the Triangle area. Last night he had, let's see, box score. Darian Williams, 22 points, 4 rebounds, 2 assists, 1 turnover. Like I said, topic of conversation. He was asked Saturday, Will Wade was asked Saturday after the Virginia game about his performance from one of my guys, Joe Giglio. And this is what Will Wade had to say about Darian Williams' struggling performances.
Hearing about frickin' Darian. He's playing well. All right? It's a terrible question. It's a terrible question. And let me be frank with you. He affects winning. And everybody's out here about him and all this stuff. He affects winning. He was plus 13 against Ole Miss and didn't hit a shot. And everybody's acting like the world's caving in. The guy's a damn good player. He didn't shoot it well today. What did he have? Who had 0 turnovers for us today? Darian Williams. 6 rebounds, 4 turnovers. 4 assists, 0 turnovers. So everybody needs to shut the hell up about him. He's a damn good player, and the shot's going to fall. I'm tired of answering questions about him. He's really good. We're thankful to have him. Next question.
I think the questions and why it's so interesting is because of the money he's making.
Yeah.
And that's why I'm a little upset with some guys on the East Carolina basketball team, because you find out how much money they're making, and then you go out there and you watch them not make a shot. You watch them miss a wide open layup, and that's why it's so infuriating. I don't care about plus minus. I don't care that they affect winning. If we're pouring money into these guys, I want to see them score.
Listen, I agree with Will Wade to an extent. He does affect the game in other ways than scoring the basketball. And he is a leader, and he has experience.
And the no turnovers is great.
He was on a really good Texas Tech team last year, but he was also the preseason ACC Player of the Year, if I'm not mistaken. And that also comes with a little bit of added pressure. And maybe maybe he's feeling that, as far as trying to make shots. Because he mentioned the Ole Miss game a couple weeks ago in Greensboro. He didn't make a shot, which that's a little alarming.
Yeah.
If you have a superstar, an All-American caliber player, a preseason conference player there, and you don't make a shot, that is maybe question for concern. But
I mean, are you paying these guys to come have a great plus minus, to come and not turn the ball over, to come and play good defense? Yes, but like where they're getting their money is the points, is the shooting. And I get they beat Ole Miss by God, what, 25, 30 points?
Like, what state record? They lost 4 games, right?
Yeah, they are 11-5, 2-1
They
in
lost
conference.
5. Okay. So if his plus minus is great and he's not scoring as much, but they're 15-1, no one has a complaint. I think it's those extra losses where it's like, hey, the Kansas game. They maybe should have won that Kansas game.
Yeah, and maybe it's on fans and media from expecting so much from Will Wade year one. I mean, he is, getting back into the power conferences, into national basketball. But I don't know, like to go after, especially a guy like Joe Giglio like that is kind of insane. But
Who's been in the triangle for years and
Yeah.
he's been an advocate and a champion for NC State athletics. And the question was not unreasonable.
No,
that
he
Joe
says
asked.
terrible question. It's like,
It's not. I mean,
I don't know. It's insane, but I'm excited. This is why I have loved the Will Wade to NC State, because it's something down the road that is very polarizing.
I mean, you talk about passion.
Yeah. But let's move on to the American Conference in East Carolina. They are 5-9, 0-1 in conference. Not at the bottom. Rice and UTSA at the bottom. UTSA, I have watched a couple of their games, and it's the worst basketball I've seen this season. And I've seen ECU play some stinkers.
I saw a stinker in Wilmington the other night, too.
Between
UNCW and Hampton, the other Pirates, 49-45, the final. UNCW shot like 8 of 25 from the free throw line. People were missing the garbage can, throwing their trash out on the way out. It was awful.
Have you watched any outside of the UNCW game? Have you watched anything else from East Carolina this season?
I have. I've watched a couple of ECU games. Yeah, and then there's times you think like, all right, these guys, if they put it all together, can be competitive and could win games. It just collectively hasn't really morphed yet. Individual talent is there without a doubt.
My thing. And this isn't going to bolster us to be a tournament team. I think this would just help maybe a guy get a good look at what's going on in the game. I think Corey Cocker needs to move to the bench. He can still play 34, 33 minutes a game. But you made R.J. Felton go to the bench last year because he was struggling.
Yeah.
Corey Cocker is a great defender. Corey Cocker is a good passer. He has some turnover struggles, but everybody on this team has had turnover struggles. I really think he just needs to come off the bench. You have some really good other guys who can play guard, like Tybo Bailey, who is our best three-point shooter on the team. Isaiah Mbang is a great passer, and he's a playmaker. And really, the offense should be running through Jordan. I get you brought in Corey to run down the court and make you a high-speed offense, but we haven't seen that. They're high speed, but they're not playing good offensive basketball.
You can be fast and you can, run with purpose, but if you don't execute, if you don't score the basketball, kind of defeats the purpose.
And I'm not crapping on the team because they've been through hell this season with injuries.
Yeah.
They brought in Dimitri Gardner, and he played 10 minutes and went 0 for 4, didn't really contribute much, and Mike Schwartz was like, he gave us minutes. He gave us an extra body. That's really what we're looking for right now, so we can give our other guys a break.
Yeah.
And when we're talking about that, not even 15 games into the season.
And you got to think that probably affects the way they practice as well.
Absolutely. And Mike Schwartz said they went into that Tulane game expecting to have Jay Woodard, expecting him to start, and now just my opinion, he's probably not going to play this season. They're probably going to give him a medical red shirt.
Yeah.
It's tough. Got a big game coming up. Second conference game of the season. So hopefully they can get it done in Philadelphia tonight against Temple, and we'll talk about that with Ryan Wallen coming up in hour 2. Ken, appreciate you joining me.
All right, man. Appreciate you. And I'll make sure next week I got a couple of bags of beaver nuggets from Buc-ee's. I meant to bring them in today to do the taste test, but I'm glad I forgot because we'll have everybody here next week.
It's better because it's just me. Next week we should have Clip and Chandler back during your segment. But once again, appreciate you.
Thank you.
We'll be watching you on WNCT.
Yes, sir.
Let's take a break. On the other side, we'll have Donnell Coley from the Daily Reflector. We'll be talking about ECU's bowl victory, the transfer portal, and more ECU basketball. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
At Langley Contracting, we're superior roofing specialists. Whether it's a new roof or repairing your old one, we've got you covered. And best of all, we handle your insurance claims. We are locally owned right here in Eastern Carolina. We are licensed and insured and have a 25-year roof warranty. We can handle your gutter installation too, so everything is seamless. Call or visit us online at 214roof.com for your free estimate today.
Langley Contracting, your superior roofing specialist.
Avast Pirates, it's Lindsay Gray with Carolina Caliber. 2026 has set sail and a new year means new gear. Take advantage of our end-of-year markdowns. You'll find major deals all throughout the store through the month of January. And don't forget, January means out with the old and in with the new. Loyal and bold, we'll buy your guns and gold. Start your year smart by trading treasures with us. Shop online or stop by Carolina Caliber on Fire Tower Road in Winterville. It's a time-honored tradition.
What's up, Pirate Nation? This your guy, Rajay Harris, and my spot to fuel up for great food in Greenville is Basil's. Looking for lunch today? Basil's lunch menu features signature pizzas, pastas, sandwiches, and salads starting at just $11. After work, grab a dinner and drink with friends with delicious rotating chef's features and plenty of ice-cold specials at the bar. Eat local, drink local at Basil's, your community restaurant on Fire Tower in Greenville. Basil's, Pirates supporting pirates.
This is proud ECU alumni David Price of David Price Construction. As a leading general contracting firm, we specialize in commercial construction and renovation. Whether it's updating your office space, renovating your restaurant, or building a new retail store, our team at David Price Construction is ready to assist. We are committed to delivering quality, value, and customer satisfaction across all of our projects. So give us a call at 919-820-3612 or find us online at davidpriceconstruction.com. Go Pirates!
Hey Pirate Nation, this is Dixon Williams, and the best place to go for custom t-shirts, apparel, or promotional items is University Sportswear. University Sportswear hit a home run for me when I needed my custom shirts. From start to finish, University Sportswear provided superior customer service and a quality product that cannot be beat. If your business, organization, or event needs t-shirts or promotional help, then you need University Sportswear. Visit universitysportswearenc.com for contact information. Go Pirates.
Enjoy the warm air circulating moments after you turn up the heat. Precise control of cooking temperatures. Enough hot water on demand for everyone's shower. The instant glow of warmth when you turn on your fireplace or fire pit. Never having to change a gas tank on your outdoor grill. Experience the affordable luxury of natural gas. Find out more at GUC.com.
Pirate Nation, your dream home starts with Unshakable Builders. Now building in Sutherland Estates in Greenville and Dolostone Court in Wilson with homes available now. And stay tuned, Cross Creek Townhomes in Greenville and Whitaker Glen and Farmville are coming soon. Browse available homes, explore floor plans, and see past projects today at unshakablebuilders.com. Have questions? Use live chat, fill out the contact form, or call the office at 814-9105. Unshakable Builders, build on a solid foundation.
Miss Shirley, play my dad's commercial now.
Okay, Lincoln, you got it.
Looking for the best ride on four wheels? I'm Brian Harris with 360 Golf Carts in Greenville. From parts to sales to service, we've got you covered with E-Z-Go, Club Car, and rugged utility carts ready to roll. Locally owned and operated, we'll even deliver right to you. Come see me on Highway 43, just past D.H. Conley High School, or visit 360golfcarts.com.
360 Golf Carts, pirates supporting pirates. Arr!
This is Pirate Radio, WGHB Farmville, 1250 and 92.7 FM Greenville, WDLX Washington, 930 and 104.1 FM Washington. Listening to Hour 2 of Pirate Radio Live. The Pirate Radio app is available now. Powered by Flatlands Jessup and Carolina Caliber. Download the app today and have Pirate Radio at your fingertips. Now, back to the show.
And welcome back in. At Orthopedics East and Sports Medicine, they've been caring for Pirate Nation and the student-athletes at East Carolina University for more than 35 years and are the official team physicians for ECU. Orthopedics East and Sports Medicine Center provides a variety of general and specialized operative and non-operative orthopedic services to meet the needs of the patients in Eastern North Carolina. For more information, call 757-2663 or visit orthoeast.com. Now let's take it back in for the start of Hour 2. Here's J-Bone.
Thank you, Jackson. We're back. Hour 2, Pirate Radio live on a beautiful Wednesday, January 7th. Man, had ice on my windshield Monday morning, and now I'm overdressed. I'm wearing pants and a hoodie. Pretty thick hoodie, too. Nice Canes hoodie from Fanatics. Appreciate the guys at Fanatics. We got Donnell Coley joining us. Donnell, how you doing?
What's up, man? Long time no see.
It's been a week. Yeah. I saw you New Year's Eve last week.
Did you? I don't know.
Tulane game.
Yeah. Was that last week?
That was last week.
Holy
it feels
crap.
like forever.
Wow.
Like I told you before we came on, yesterday was 1 year of me full-time employment at Pirate Radio. You said, does it feel like 1 year? I said, it feels like 7. It feels like 7. Let's check in with the Chili Water chat gang. Steve says, hey, yo.
Hey, yo.
Let them all go to the NBA after high school. Why fight it? Yeah. Good idea, Skip. Why State hired him, I have no idea. Talking about Will Wade. We bleed purple and gold. Don't come back on this show with a stupid red coat. Our colors are purple and gold, not red. Jeez. It's Carolina Hurricanes. And I don't like wearing red more than anybody, dude. It's the Chiefs.
Dang, this
is an ECU show, purple and gold. Why in the world you wear a red coat? You have to be kidding me. Looks like we have lost our standards. Don't wear red on and ECU Pirate Radio show. Jeez, man. Well, why don't you go out and buy my clothes? Lisa Johnson-E4E. You've been there for 1 year and still don't know how to wear an ECU shirt. I wear ECU stuff every day. Give me a break, lady.
That's not a good way to treat your listeners.
That's not a good way to treat the host. Don't tell me what to do. This is America.
Hey.
This is America.
Hey, listen now. Are we doing this?
We celebrated our freedom yesterday from tyrannical people like you telling me what to do. Donnell, how you doing, man? How was the holidays?
Is this what we're doing in 2026, man?
Telling people what to wear?
We start with this energy. This is not good.
Chandler's allowed to wear all the light blue Carolina Panther stuff he wants, but the minute I wear a Carolina Hurricanes hoodie, it's an issue. It's a problem. I'm getting off this. Let's go back to ESPN.
Yeah, man. This is bad. This is bad for your blood pressure. You got to calm down, man.
I've been doing good. I've been pretty nice. You can ask Jackson. I've been pretty calm and nice all week.
He's been amazing all week.
Yeah.
Is he? Okay.
Yeah, he's been really kind.
One of my New Year's resolutions to not lose my cool and having an hour commute to work every morning. I get my anger out on the people on 264 now. But man, alive.
Man.
Don't tell me what to do.
Yeah, you guys got to have better energy starting this year off, man. I'm telling you.
Well, I mean,
that's
seventh day.
That's terrible.
The fact I made it 7 days, pretty calm, pretty cool, pretty collected.
Yeah.
That's a record.
Okay.
We'll start with basketball. We've been talking a lot about the bowl game, getting a little tired. We'll circle back to it in a few minutes. But East Carolina travels up to Temple. We'll talk to Ryan Wallen coming up at 4:30 of Owls Daily about tonight's matchup. Donnell, you were there at the game last week. How you feeling about East Carolina? They played 36 really good minutes of basketball. Those last 4 minutes couldn't find a bucket. But you get a week off to collect yourself, maybe get a little more healthy. Maybe we'll see some Jay Woodard, or maybe we won't, and he'll get redshirted. But how you feeling about ECU basketball right now?
No, I think, like you said, like if they can replicate what they did, because they really looked pretty decent, to be honest with you, against Tulane, who is supposed to be one of these top teams in this conference, supposedly. So they had a preseason player of the year, but I mean, held him down. So, but that 4 minute stretch there was just brutal at the end. So you can't have that. You cannot have that against these top teams that you want to be. You can't have that.
Yeah, and I mean, I hate giving this team excuses because they are underperforming for having a guy that's averaging 25 points in Jordan Riley and a guy in Gio who has been very good defensively, averaging 10 rebounds a game. But if you have Trevi LeBeau fully healthy, if you have Jay Shane Woodard fully healthy, these close losses go your way, because there's been so many games where we come out hot. We start very well, and then just whether it's after the first media timeout or 34 minutes into the game, something just falls off. Maybe it's because we had to play Jordan Riley so many minutes. Maybe it's because we had to play Corey Cocker so many minutes. I really don't know. I really don't know. I don't know where they go from here. 5-9 total, 0-1 in the American. What are you feeling about tonight? You think they pull it out? 7.5 point underdogs?
So I don't know a lot about this Sybil team, but what I do know is their record at home, which is like 7-1 or something like that. So they're a really good home team, and obviously ECU is dealing, like you said, with some depth this year. So if you need these guys to come through on the road when they haven't been coming through at home, I don't know. That seems like a tall task to me.
Yeah.
So, but hey, who knows? Maybe a Dimitri sighting could.
I heard Brian Bailey told me that Dimitri might be starting tonight.
There you go.
Which means
there you go. Could be
either I get what I talked about last segment with Ken, that Corey Cocker moves to the bench. He could. I'm not saying he needs to be benched and like not play at all. I'm just saying like maybe put him on the bench so you get a better feel for the game. RJ Felton, who was the best player East Carolina basketball's had in a while, struggled last year, and we put him on the bench to get a feel for the game before he went in. Corey Cocker is very valuable to this team. He's a great defender. He's a good point guard, but the scoring just hasn't been there. So maybe that's why Dimitri's starting. Maybe there's another injury we don't know about. That would suck. Or maybe Luke Davis is moving to the bench because Dimitri Gardner is there to play that 4 spot.
Play the 4 spot, yeah.
But the women were in action last night. Did you watch that?
Didn't watch that. I don't have ESPN Plus anymore, so no.
Okay.
I didn't get to see that one.
I'm glad where I live now has ESPN Plus because I don't have it either. But I will be watching the men's game tonight. Jackson, did you watch the game?
I did.
Did they win?
No.
They did not win. I was keeping track of it, though. I was keeping track.
Did you write a story on it?
Yeah, I was keeping track of it. Yeah,
well, maybe don't say that you didn't watch it if you wrote a story.
I didn't watch it.
Because that's what I hate the most is when
I didn't write
media
a full
members
story about it. Like, doesn't have my name attached to it, but I did recap.
Well, put your name on it, man. Take some pride in your work.
That's not what we do.
Jackson, go ahead.
It was close through about 3 quarters, but you need to play all 4. The girls kind of fell off towards the tail end of the 3rd quarter, and as soon as North Texas jumped out to a quick 20-point lead in the 4th, I just turned it off. The girls lost all the momentum. They just started getting beat up on defense, and that's been their bread and butter in this 6-game streak. So streak comes to an end, and they've got Wichita State on Saturday, so hopefully they can bounce back on the road there.
That game is also on the road. Have you noticed any contrast between home and away?
Not really. I will say it has been a long time since, not exactly to put the girls down, but this was our first game in a while where it was actual competition. We have not really played anybody since JMU, which was it was the last loss before this streak started, and they kind of hit on it during the game. So the broadcasters on the game were talking about how this game was going to be very similar to the JMU or the Liberty game in terms of preparation, and that's words from Kim McNeil as well. She kind of echoed that in her message to the team, that they haven't really had a test like this all year. And while their record is 10-5, it also is a much more weaker 10-5 than some other teams might have in the country. So hopefully they can bounce back at Wichita State, and then they'll be back home Tuesday.
All right, good analysis. That was your New Blue Pirate Report. The technicians at New Blue stand ready to face any challenge that time or the elements may throw at your home. Your home deserves the best, and New Blue is ready to help with any electrical, plumbing, and HVAC needs. New Blue also now specializes in crawl space moisture control, gotta say that one slow, and encapsulations along with septic system repairs and installations. Contact them today at callinubblue.com. NU Blue Service Group, where we are redefining service excellence. Started out well with that, Reed.
Dude, better you than
Those
me.
big words, man, they get you stumbling. But yeah, let's move on. You went to the bowl game. This is your first East Carolina bowl game?
Oh, I did not, sir.
You did not go to the bowl game. You watched the bowl game.
I watched the bowl game.
Okay. I mean, if you wrote a story on it, I hope you watched it. What were your thoughts on the Pirates beating the Pitt Panthers?
So, Chaston Ditta, first start, of course. Got to start there.
My God.
I mean, hey, what do we think about that? I think
I think he did exactly what he needed to do. He played complimentary football. The defense was going to help him out as much as they could, and having Anthony Smith really helped out. Having Marlon Gunn, having those seniors, having that leadership really helped out the young gun. But 8 for 17. Obviously, you would want your quarterback to complete 50% or more of their passes. But like you said, true freshman, first game going against the defense with a couple of All-Americans. Rasheed Biles, man, that dude. was pretty good.
Yeah, he's about it. I think he's. Did they say where he's going? I forget where he's going.
Well, we talked about it at press row in that basketball game. Me, you, name redacted, and Chance Scott. He's from Columbus, probably a Buckeye.
Okay.
So that's just my guess. I haven't seen anything. I'm not keeping up with Pitt Panthers transfer portal.
Yeah.
But I am keeping up with the East Carolina transfer portal, who we're bringing in, who we're losing, and where they're going. We'll go over it.
I like that.
Real quick. Yep. Okay. Caton Hauser to Illinois. Yannick Smith to SMU. Javante Connor to Vanderbilt. Jamarian McCrimmon to NC State.
The Pack.
Desirio Riles committed to Florida State. Yesterday or early this morning, Jamarly Riddle will visit Georgia. London Montgomery will visit Florida. And here's who we're bringing in. We went over these five yesterday. UCF DB, Christian Peterson. Furman wide receiver, love this name, Jakeith Hamilton. FIU cornerback, Ashton Levels. University of Texas Rio Grande Valley tight end, Ismail Smith Flores. He also played in Nebraska. North Texas running back, Ashton Gray. And another North Texas specialty player, North Texas wide receiver, Landon Sides. And also, finally getting an O-line commit, Northern Arizona guard, Ethan Kramer. So, still a lot left to go. I think 10 days left before the portal closes, but obviously that's just to enter the portal.
Right.
How do you feel about what we've lost and what we've gained so far?
So far, obviously not knowing a lot about those guys that we've gained, but it is encouraging to see North Texas guys come in here. So to follow their OC, the OC, that's going to be OC now with Jordan Davis. That's encouraging. So that gives us some type of, I guess, chemistry early on, knowing that we've lost so much here chemistry-wise. So, but, you got some guys that are going to the P4 conference like teams now that you lost. So, I don't know, man. We'll see what we can get. So quarterback-wise is really what I'm like.
We had the backup from Texas Tech on a visit. Nothing official yet on that if he is going to commit here or anything. Yeah. But Clip asked it Monday, and I asked a lot of people yesterday, would you rather have a guy take a step down from P4 to us, or would you rather have somebody FCS or maybe lower tier G5 up to us?
So that's what I want to ask you guys. You guys have been here longer. So you've seen the team and you know the ins and outs, like who came in and who was good. So obviously Caden came from P4, right?
Yep, Michigan State. Anthony Smith came from NC State.
So it seems like that is kind of the track of like, these guys.
But
really
then you have guys this year who couldn't really find their footing on the team. Parker Jenkins, who has entered the portal, he came from Houston, and Jaquez Petaway, I believe, came from Oklahoma. So you have ones that hit, you have ones that don't. And we talked to Phil Steele in the summer before the season started, and he said, I haven't seen the numbers, so I'm just going off what he said. And he's a college football guru, puts a book out every summer, that the success rate for guys going down isn't as high as the guys going up. So
okay,
that's why I would rather go get a quarterback like the Western Carolina quarterback, the Mercer quarterback, these guys who performed very well this season in the FCS. I would rather see somebody like that come up than go get a backup from Texas Tech. But that's just me. I haven't seen that guy play. I don't even know his name. I know he played at Wake Forest before going to Texas Tech. So I don't know. I have to look and see what this guy has done.
Have you seen that success here at ECU where you get a lower guy or like a G5 guy and they come here and then just ball out at quarterback?
I haven't been covering the team long enough. I mean, we've had a lot of turnover in the 2 years I've been here.
Yeah.
And I mean, you've seen guys like, I've just watched the guys that have left and how they've produced, like Chase Sowell going up to Iowa State. Yeah. Not the best, but he goes to Penn State with Matt Campbell. So there's something they like there. And then Zakai Barker, who left, went to SMU. I think he's on a visit tomorrow back here. So, hey, you can always come home.
So at quarterback, that's the other thing I was talking about, just the quarterback position in particular, because that's just so like highly.
Well, I mean, we had Holton Ahlers my entire time as a student, and we got him out of high school. And then you had Alex Flynn and Mason Garcia, who we would rather not talk about anymore.
So where did they come from?
Mason Garcia was out of high school. Alex Flynn, I have no idea because he was like 25 by the time he started, and he had been here before me, I believe. And then you bring the two that came in together, Caton Hauser, Jake Garcia. You see the the guy coming down from P4 not work and the guy coming down from P4 that does work.
Okay.
So there's a lot of that.
Okay.
I don't really know.
No, yeah.
Like I said, I'm just going off what Phil Steele said because he's the guru. I haven't looked at the numbers.
Yeah.
Probably should. Yeah. But we'll see.
Well, I mean, like you said, even if you look at the numbers, you still get P4 guys, and then one does and one doesn't. Like, it's all a matter of how they adjust to what goes on here in Greenville. So
yeah,
that's really what it is.
The only thing that I don't like about these guys leave it, like everybody here was very optimistic after the end of the season. Before everybody left, it's like, man, if we can keep these guys, we could be in the college football playoffs next year. And now that's kind of dwindled down, and it's like with Blake Carroll at the helm, we can do whatever. We can do anything. We can be very successful. But it's gone from like playoff hopeful to three-peat of Military Bowl. We're going to be 3-time Military Bowl champion, 3 in a row. I don't know, but the conference is wide open too. I'm not paying attention to really what else is going on in the conference, but Memphis is losing guys. North Texas is losing guys.
What's
Tulane is losing guys.
The coaches are kind of just doing this like musical chairs thing where the coaches are just moving along like around inside the conference.
Yeah. And what really puts us above them is we kept our coach. Mm-hmm. These guys are leaving because we were so successful, not because we lost Blake Carroll. Mm-hmm. So, I mean, that's got to create a little bit of optimism. What do you think?
Yeah, I do. Man, listen, I love Blake Carroll, man. I mean, how can you not?
Yeah.
So to have him here is the foundation. So you have your foundation. You can go grab guys in the portal like, hey, as long as you fit to what I'm doing here, you see I'm successful. So do you want to have success? Then you follow along. So
yeah.
That's what you have. And so that's what's key here. So.
Well, Donnell, what you got going on throughout this week? I know we have basketball on Sunday. Anything else you're covering?
No, man, this is actually a pretty good way to come into the new year, kind of like, because it's been so hectic since I got here. Like fall camp, and then boom, right into football, and then basketball. So it's cool to have one of these weeks, and I know it's, right after this, it's probably going to be really crazy for me.
Oh, well, just give it a month. Once baseball starts, man, it don't stop until June. See, I was telling people last week, they're like, oh, how you think work's going to be? It's like, man, I'm going to go in there that first week and just coast. And then Monday, Ellerby's like, hey, man, we need you to kick the door in. This is going to be a big week for you. I'm like, oh God, all right. I had to wake up real quick about what I was about to be doing this week.
Hey, life come at you fast, bro.
Yeah, and I mean, look, we have some great podcasts here, and I'm glad that Brandon Golden and Parker Byrd really want to hit the ground running in the new year. But with this being thrown at me, it's like, man, I got to produce these podcasts. I got to do these interviews. I got to do this show. It's been a lot, but hey, that's good. That's good. Go ahead and throw your feet or head first in the water, whatever the saying is. And it's signs that it's going to be a great year. And it's going to be a great year for you, man. First full year in Greenville.
Absolutely.
First year covering ECU baseball.
Let's do it.
I'm excited to see you cover that.
You are?
Yeah.
Okay. I don't know why, but okay.
Well, I mean, I don't know. Just baseball is such a monster. You got to be really committed to this job to cover baseball.
Well, I am committed, so there you go.
Well, at this point, what else are you going to do? What else are we going to do? Buy groceries? I don't want to do that.
I am a Greenville resident. We're good.
Not much you can get with a journalism degree.
Yeah.
Other than this.
Trust me.
Even with the journalism degree, some people can't get this. I'm very lucky to have this job.
Heard that, sir. Heard that.
But man, it's been a fun fall covering football with you. Looking forward to the spring with baseball, the rest of basketball, and a new football season to come later this year.
I am too, man.
Appreciate you coming on today, man.
You my guy. You my guy.
Yes, sir. All right, let's take a break. We'll be back on the other side with Ryan Wallen of Owls Daily. We'll be previewing a big-time matchup in college basketball tonight, East Carolina versus the Temple Owls in Philadelphia. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back with Ryan Wallen.
Straight out of Kinston, Chili Water by Carolina Ice Company just iced the competition. Officially ranked the #1 American-sourced water on the H2O Score app and #2 in global purity, beating out 99.9% of those overpriced premium glass bottles. Purified or sparkling, both built to dominate your cooler. Find participating locations and order online at chiliwater.com or find us on Amazon. Tap into something better. Zero sugar, zero plastic, zero regrets. Stay chilly.
One of the biggest advantages of working with a local insurance agency like Flatlands Jessup is our independence. Unlike the cavemen and khaki wearers at national agencies, we shop multiple insurance carriers under one roof to save you time and truly find the best coverage for you. We don't charge a consulting fee. You can get help from the local award-winning team without paying a penny more than you would if you enrolled yourself. Convenience, cost savings, customer service, that's a win. Flatlands Jessup, your whole world covered.
Play it again, sport. Buy, sell, trade. Great deals never felt so good.
So good, so good, so good.
I saved a bunch of cash.
Buy, sell, trade.
Using my gear like I never knew I could. Play It Again Sports. Buying and selling new and used sporting and fitness equipment for over 27 years right here in Greenville. Located on Greenville Boulevard across from the Nissan dealership.
North Carolina State Parks invites you to enjoy camping your way. With the weather changing, booking your own cabin is the perfect solution for your camping getaway. Reserve campsites or cabins today at Jones Lake, Goose Creek, and Cliffs of the Neuse. Whether you enjoy traditional camping or air-conditioned cabins that can be rented with Wi-Fi, your next adventure can include hiking, beautiful scenery, and sunsets by the campfire. For information on booking a cabin, visit ncparks.gov.
At Children's Health Services, we understand the importance of your child's well-being. This is Dr. Chris Osmick, and our mission is to provide comprehensive, patient-centered health care through every stage of child development, starting the day they are born in the hospital. We are not just here to treat illnesses. We are here to partner with you on your child's health journey. Schedule an appointment today to build a brighter, healthier world for your children.
Hey everybody, this is Parker Byrd. Visit our friends at Children's Health Services on Arlington Boulevard on 10th Street and at childrenshealthservices.org. Go Pirates.
If you're hungry for a great steak with honest-to-goodness flavor, head over to Larry's Steakhouse, open Monday through Saturday at 11 a.m. Serving up hand-cut, aged ribeyes, tender grilled salmon, bold grilled shrimp, and juicy grilled pork chops, all right off the flame. Pile your plate high with a 25-item salad bar. Try one of our hearty daily lunch specials. Larry's Steakhouse. Good food, good folks, and a good time. Located at 2800 East 10th Street across from the old Highway Patrol Station. Call 751-6510 for takeout and reservations. Larry's Steakhouse.
Avast Pirates, it's Lindsay Gray with Carolina Caliber. 2026 has set sail and a new year means new gear. Take advantage of our end-of-year markdowns. You'll find major deals all throughout the store through the month of January. And don't forget, January means out with the old and in with the new. Loyal and bold, we'll buy your guns and gold. Start your year smart by trading treasures with us. Shop online or stop by Carolina Caliber on Fire Tower Road in Winterville. It's a time-honored tradition.
Great food, great atmosphere, and great service is Ottavola Market Cafe. Ottavola is simply a restaurant that focuses on that, being a great restaurant. There's something for everyone at Ottavola. The menu offers a variety of great choices like pastas, pizzas, sandwiches, soups, salads, and seasonal rotating selections. Lunch or dinner, Ottavola is always the right call. Call ahead and get Ottavola to go, or stop by the bar for a drink with friends. It's simple. Come and eat at Ottavola Market Cafe, Red Banks Road next to Food Lion, and OttavolaMarket.com. Ottavola, Pirates supporting Pirates.
This is Josh Gross, and you're listening to Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation.
Listening to Hour 2 of Pirate Radio Live. The Pirate Radio app is available now. Powered by Flatlands Jessup and Carolina Caliber. Download the app today and have Pirate Radio at your fingertips. Now, back to the show.
And welcome back in. Doug Henry of Greenville has over 300 vehicles to choose from and brand new inventory arriving daily. Doug Henry is easy to find on the corner of Greenville Boulevard and Memorial Drive and always online at DougHenryGreenville.com. Right on the corner and always right on the price at Doug Henry of Greenville. Now let's take it back in. Hey, yours, J-Bone.
All right. Thank you, It's been a great show so far. Appreciate everybody tuning in. I know you got a lot of great things to do on this Wednesday afternoon. Appreciate you making us a part of it. Thank you to Parker Byrd, Ken Wallington for joining me in Hour 1. Donnell going to ride through with this Ryan Wallen interview since you're probably not going to be watching the game. This will help you write your story that you won't put your name on. I'm just messing with you.
It's weird. Like that's what happens. We don't have our name on every story, right?
Well, I mean, hey, I don't watch. Actually, I do watch every baseball game. I'm at every football game mostly. But yeah, To each their own.
Hey, you got to do what you got to do.
Cash them checks, man. Taking a look at Temple while we get up with Ryan Wallen. They have won 6 in a row. Now, that is against Georgian Court, St. Francis, Davidson, who East Carolina played in a scrimmage. Temple beat them 68-63. They beat Princeton, and they are now 2-0 in American play, beating Charlotte and dominating UTSA. I said earlier, I've seen a couple of UTSA games. I've seen a couple of Memphis games, and that's about it for the American Conference. And UTSA is really bad. If you don't think we're going to be able to compete in conference play, just know we got 2 wins coming against UTSA. That team, they lost to we lost to some pretty bad teams as well. 1 win, UNCG at the time. But they lost to Southern Illinois. It wasn't even like Southern. It was like Institute. Like, these guys are going for HVAC. Nothing against that, but like, you're losing to guys going to be installing heat and air conditions.
Not too many Jordan Rileys on that team, huh?
Yeah, no. I'm glad we have one. Jordan Riley, our best player, averaging around 25 points. Gio Emajuru leading the team defensively, averaging about 10 rebounds and about 8 points per game. Just looking for somebody to step up. That's been the story of the season. We've seen Tybo absolutely light things up at times, and it's crazy because you see Tybo make like 2 threes in a row, and then he doesn't touch the ball for 10 minutes. I'd rather see that change, but you're really looking for that guy. I mean, we've seen great stuff from Luke Davis and Tybo Bailey, like I said. We've seen great stuff from Vito Perkovic, and we haven't seen him play since. It's just not. Hey, he's a true freshman. Like, you got to pick your spots.
Yes, he had moments offensively, but defensively, I think. That's kind of where his minutes kind of dipped.
But we will talk about the matchup tonight with Ryan Wallen as he joins us on the Turner Home Team Live Line. Ryan, how you doing, man?
I'm doing well. Thanks for having me on, guys.
Thanks for joining us. Big game tonight, as we mentioned previously. Temple 10-5. They've won 6 in a row, 2-0 in American Conference play. Just a generality, what have you seen from this team so far this season?
Yeah, I think what you saw at the beginning of the year was what you see with a lot of teams with a lot of new players coming in. It's just, guys not meshing yet and, having gotten up to that game speed of, playing as a team. But, this Temple team's really starting to hit its stride, and you're starting to see these guys play some real good complementary basketball. Defense has definitely improved, especially over this 6-game win streak since the Owls last lost to St. Joe's in the Big 5 Classic. Definitely has seen a step up in improvement, and Temple's really starting to protect the basketball more, and, that's where they rank first in the country in turnovers per game. At just a little over 8 turnovers a game, so that's definitely been a complimentary thing. And right now, they've got 4 guys that are really just doing a nice job of scoring the basketball, and those guards are really hitting their stride. They're hitting their shots when they need them. Aiden Tobiason's been a guy who's really stepped up, especially in the absence of Darian Ford, who missed the last game with an injury, and it's questionable for tonight's game, so we'll see how that ends up playing out come tip-off time.
Ryan, Mike Schwartz has reiterated after a lot of games that the top 2 guys on every team scouting report is Jordan Riley and Gio Emajuru, and it seems like if Gio gets shut down, that's kind of all she wrote for a lot of East Carolina's games. How does Temple match up with size against Gio?
Yeah, I think that's where actually Temple's going to struggle tonight is the fact that, they have to find a way to shut down Giovanni. That was the problem they had against St. Joe's the last time they lost the game was, some of the St. Joe's interior just dominated the inside and the interior in the paint because Temple would just, get a good defensive stop, but then an offensive rebound or a rebound would just extend that possession, and it would just lead to second chance points for the Hawks in that game. And that's actually where Temple struggled this year is on the glass. So I definitely think that's going to be something to watch tonight if they can, finally shut down a big interior presence like Giovanni Emajuru.
We'll circle back to the game tonight later on, but I do want to talk a little football with you. How is Temple being affected by the transfer portal right now?
Yeah, actually it didn't hit Temple as bad as it has in previous years, and I think that's been a thing that you've seen with Coach Keeler since he came in and took over last year is that he's been able to retain a lot of the core guys on his team and in his system. And so right now, for the most part, it's been guys that have been backups or, more of role players. It's not been a lot of the starters that have been the guys that are hitting the portal. I guess the two big names that Temple has lost to the portal has been Khalil Petit and Sekou Chroma, who were two of their better pass rush guys. But other than that, it's been more, like I said, the role players. And the big thing is going to be can Temple find a quarterback? Because right now, they lost quarterbacks to graduation in Evan Simon and Giovanni McCoy, and a couple of their backup quarterbacks who were on the roster hit the portal. So right now I think they're only sitting at one quarterback on the roster, and it was a true freshman last year. So that's the big thing right now.
Temple looked like one of the teams that could really be competitive at the top in the American Conference, and then once East Carolina came to town, things went downhill. What happened down the stretch? Was it just the level of competition, or what happened with the team?
Yeah, I think it was a little bit of mix of, unfortunate injuries at given times. Obviously, the Navy game was a heartbreaker for Temple where they end up losing on a 2-point conversion there where they pretty much had Navy dead to rights otherwise. But, they did end up having a pretty loaded back half of that conference schedule in playing North Texas and Tulane and ECU. So it kind of was a little bit of both. Injuries played a factor, but, also just level of competition was there, and it just showed, Temple wasn't quite there yet in year one of Keeler, which was to be expected. He inherited a pretty rough situation, but, like you mentioned, you saw flashes of what Temple could be, and hopefully will continue to progress towards in year two of Coach Casey Keeler.
Back to the game tonight, East Carolina ranked dead last, 365th in three-point shooting. How has Temple looked from beyond the arc this season?
Yeah, especially as of late, Temple's been playing really well from the long range now. I think they're 47% right now over their win streak, and currently sitting at 37% on the year, which ranks 33rd in the nation for the year, 37.7% from beyond the arc. So definitely a team that can get hot from beyond the arc, but if they're cold, they're cold. So, it's going to all depend on how ECU defends them, if they're going to key in more on that, given how good Temple is of a three-point shooting team. Maybe they do try to force them inside and into those 2-point shots more, especially given that Temple doesn't really have a dominant interior presence. That definitely is a matchup I'm going to be looking forward to on that side of the court as well.
So far in the American Conference this season, obviously we've seen Tulane here in Minges. They are supposed to be one of the best teams in the conference. You have Memphis as well, as always, and Temple sits right there at 2-0 with them. Do you think this is going to be Temple this season? Do you think they're going to make a run and can be competitive for the American Conference title?
Yeah, I think when you started the year, you saw and you didn't expect Temple maybe being at that upper echelon yet. Maybe you thought more of a middle of the pack team, but since the season's progressed a little bit, you're kind of starting to see where teams are. I definitely think Temple does fall into that upper 5 or 6 teams within the league. Obviously right now Tulsa's playing the best basketball in the conference, and Memphis is always a team you got to watch out for. Tulane can be a tricky team as well, but yeah, I think right now with what we're seeing, if Temple continues to stay hot from beyond the arc, they continue to lock down opponents' defense, they can make a run in the league, and they're definitely going to be in contention for a first-round bye in the conference tournament come March.
I haven't heard a lot about the gambling stuff, and I don't know how much you know, but has anything else come of that? I know they collected phones a few months ago or something. What's going on there with the gambling stuff?
Yeah, mostly it just ended up being that a couple of the assistants on staff had placed bets not on Temple, just not even on college basketball games, just placed bets, and those assistants are no longer with the program since had moved on. And then the whole issue with Hyseer Miller was he had apparently placed a couple bets on Temple games, so obviously that's what led to his ban, but Temple was not aware of any of the situations according to their release, and they were not seemingly going to get any violations or ramifications from the NCAA because it seemed like they pretty much got cleared on that. So it was all independent parties conducting those gambling, doing those gambling things.
All right, well, Ryan, we appreciate you joining us. Before we let you go, you've mentioned, rebounding, limiting Gio Emejuru, and staying hot from beyond the arc. What are the real key to victories in this game tonight for Temple to come out against the Pirates?
Yeah, I definitely think they got to find a way to, get those rebounds when ECU misses shots, because even you mentioned Jordan Riley. Jordan Riley, having played at Temple, we know what Jordan Riley brings to the table. He's a very good scorer, especially when he puts his head down, drives to the basket. He's a very good rebounding guard as well, and his numbers have only gotten better since he's left Temple as far as the rebounding aspect. So, I definitely think you got to find a way to, grab those key rebounds when you have those and limit those second chance opportunities for the Pirates. Otherwise, I think, again, you just got to protect the basketball. Don't give ECU extra possessions. Don't give them those extra opportunities to, stay in this game. And hopefully Temple comes out on the victory with a victory and goes to 3-0 in conference play for the first time since 2014-2015 by just playing that type of basketball that we saw them play last against UTSA the other night, where they just played a pretty dominant game and they were able to handle the Roadrunners efficiently. And again, obviously getting Darian Ford back tonight from his injury would help that greatly. But I guess we'll see once the player availability report comes out here in about 25 minutes if he's going to actually end up going tonight or not.
All right. Well, thank you, Ryan. We appreciate your time today and appreciate your time whenever the Pirates and the Owls face off. We'll try to get up with you in about a month when the Owls come to Minges Coliseum. Once again, thank you for your time and hope you have a great rest of your day.
Absolutely, Jared. Thanks for having me on. I appreciate it.
That was Ryan Wallen of Owls Daily joining us on the Turner Home Team Live Line. Are you looking to sell your house fast and without making any repairs? The Turner Home Team is a local home buying company, and they buy houses as is. Justin and his team can provide you with a fast cash offer for your house today. So give them a call at 525-4780. Donnell, Ryan Wallen made me pretty confident. They don't have the size to stop the big man, Gio Emejuru.
Is it a 20 and 10 tonight?
I don't know about 20, but
okay.
I could say 10 and 15.
Okay.
10 and 15. I think Jordan Riley's going to have a monster game, obviously playing his former team, place where he started. So I think Jordan Riley's going to go in with obviously wanting to prove something, and Gio's going to have a big night.
Is this the first time Jordan's going back?
No, he played here last year.
No. To Temple, to Philly.
Well, I think we played him last year in Philly.
In Philly?
Yeah. But yeah, I think this is going to be a good night for the Pirates. 7.5-point underdogs. I'm not confident enough to bet on the game. I mean, if I had to place a wager, I would probably take Temple. But Ryan Wallen says that they may not be able to limit Gio Emejuru. We will see tonight at 7 o'clock on ESPN+. Let's go ahead and take a break, and we'll have an open segment. I believe we're about to have a special guest on the Turner Home Team Live Line. I haven't been able to nail him down all day, but I believe we're going to have a special guest calling in to talk about an interesting NFL head coaching fire. So we'll have more of that on the other side of this break.
At Tiebreakers, we pride ourselves on serving
big, juicy wings.
I'm talking
big and juicy.
Our chickens are the same ones that kick sand in the other chickens' faces. If our chickens played football, they'd be linebackers. The competition's chickens, they'd be
skinny little kickers.
Trade those kickers in for linebackers. Join us today for
big, juicy wings.
All season long at Tiebreakers.
Tiebreakers, with 2 locations in Greenville and on Railroad Street in Winterville.
The price is always right at Doug Henry of Greenville. Doug Henry of Greenville is under new management with over 300 vehicles to choose from and brand new inventory arriving daily. Doug Henry is easy to find on the corner of Greenville Boulevard and Memorial Drive and always online at DougHenryGreenville.com. Come on down and purchase the vehicle of your dreams today at Doug Henry of Greenville. Right on the corner, right on the price. Doug Henry of Greenville. Go Pirates!
Homeowners can face many challenges throughout this season, but our newest New Blue star, Dixon Williams, is here to slide in and save the day. Have a clog that's hitting a foul ball and nothing seems to be getting through? Dixon's fixing to get you flowing again. Feeling like your HVAC's in a slump? Dixon's sliding in to get your comfort back on track. Are swinging blind in a power outage? Dixon's delivering a power boost. So when problems arise, turn home strikeouts into home runs with New Blue, electric, plumbing, and air.
It doesn't matter if you're running drills at the park, playing pickup on a Saturday, or sinking the final putt. When you compete with your friends with Michelob Ultra on the line, competition isn't that friendly. The trash talk, next level, and the stakes, oh, those are crystal clear. With only 95 calories and superior smooth taste, it's the ultimate trophy. Superior is worth playing for. Michelob Ultra, superior light beer. Enjoy responsibly. Copyright 2025, Anheuser-Busch Michelob Ultra Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
What's up, Pirate Nation? This your guy, Rajay Harris, and my spot to fuel up for great food in Greenville is Basil's. Looking for lunch today? Basil's lunch menu features signature pizzas, pastas, sandwiches, and salads starting at just $11. After work, grab a dinner and drink with friends with delicious rotating shelves features and plenty of ice-cold specials at the bar. Eat local, drink local at Basil's, your community restaurant on Fire Tower in Greenville. Basil's, Pirates supporting pirates.
This is proud ECU alumni David Price of David Price Construction. As a leading general contracting firm, we specialize in commercial construction and renovation. Whether it's updating your office space, renovating your restaurant, or building a new retail store, our team at David Price Construction is ready to assist. We are committed to delivering quality, value, and customer satisfaction across all of our projects. So give us a call at 919-820-3612 or find us online at davidpriceconstruction.com. Go Pirates!
At Children's Health Services, we understand the importance of your child's well-being. This is Dr. Chris Osmick, and our mission is to provide comprehensive, patient-centered health care through every stage of child development, starting the day they are born in the hospital. We are not just here to treat illnesses. We are here to partner with you on your child's health journey. Schedule your appointment today to build a brighter, healthier world for your children.
Hey everybody, this is Parker Byrd. Visit our friends at Children's Health Services on Arlington Boulevard on 10th Street and at childrenshealthservices.org. Go Pirates!
North Carolina State Parks invites you to enjoy camping your way. With the weather changing, booking your own cabin is the perfect solution for your camping getaway. Reserve campsites or cabins today at Jones Lake, Goose Creek, and Cliffs of the Neuse. Whether you enjoy traditional camping or air-conditioned cabins that can be rented with Wi-Fi, your next adventure can include hiking, beautiful scenery, and sunsets by the campfire. For information on booking a cabin, visit ncparks.gov.
Ahoy, Pirate Nation. This is Pirate Steve. You're listening to Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation.
You're listening to Hour 2 of Pirate Radio Live. The Pirate Radio app is available now. Powered by Flatlands Jessup and Carolina Caliber. Download the app today and have Pirate Radio at your fingertips. Now, back to the show.
And welcome back in. Country Mart has been locally owned and operated for over 40 years and is your premier country store serving the best cheese, biscuits, and country food around. Country Mart is open every day and has 2 locations in Bethel on Highway 11 and in Stokes on Highway 903. Both Country Mart locations are top-of-the-line fuel stations serving Shell gas, including 93 ethanol-free high-octane gas. Country Mart, fueling you up with great food and your engines with great gasoline. Now let's take it back in. Hey, here's J-Bone.
All right. Thank you, Jackson. Thank you, Carter. Thank you, Shirley. Thank you, Donnell. Hanging out, man.
Hey.
Man. What a great show we've had so far. Fun one. Thank you to Parker Byrd, Ken Watlington. Thank you, Donnell. Thank you to Ryan Wallen. Got a big game tonight when it comes to the American Conference in basketball. Jamie in the Chili Water chat gang says, I took Temple 7.5. Yeah, that seems like the play. If they can make their three-point shots like Ryan Wallen was talking about, ECU, I don't really think will be able to respond. Like I mentioned in the interview with Ryan Wallen, ECU ranks dead last, 356th. In the nation in three-point percentage. So not going to be the best, but we'll see, man. Like these Mike Short's teams have like played good stretches of basketball.
Yeah. How have they been on the road is my question.
How have they been on the road? That's a great question.
Like traditionally under him.
Because I know they lost to Carolina by a lot.
Not even this year. I mean, like just traditionally under him. Like,
I don't know. Football makes me forget.
They thrive.
I've covered 2 sports since last basketball season. I have no idea.
Road Warriors.
Yeah, I have no idea what they've done. But this season have not fared well. It was neutral site, but still on the road against Michigan State and St. Bonaventure, and then going into the Dean Dome, losing by 44. Did you watch that game? That's kind of. I did watch the game. What you expected. We led the game at one point, which was great, 2-0. But man, Caleb Wilson.
Come on, man.
That dude is.
Come on, Vassar. How do you say his name? Vassar. How do you say Vassar?
Vassar. I'm assuming that's how you say it. Is that the white guy?
Yeah, the tall dude hitting all the threes. Yeah, that guy.
That makes me mad, man. Because it seems like every team that whoops us in making threes, it's just a white. It's a white. It's like, we have whites. Why can't they make threes? Vassar and then May from UNCW.
Yes. Oh, man.
Yeah.
What a night he had. Oh,
and we'll see how the Pirates fare tonight in Philadelphia. But let's head out to the Turner Home Team live line. I believe we have a special guest on the line. Who is this? Hello. Hello. Okay, well, we're going to try to get back up with our special guest. I have no idea who it is. I mean, I was told that we had a special guest.
I like the music, so
yeah, maybe somebody like presidential,
right? Like if it's anything from that music that I'm hearing.
I guess we've never worked the phones before here. I'm kidding. You guys agree? Thank you so much. New phones too. We got some new phones mid-December, and they're very, very good phones, very great phones.
That's what I'm saying.
But we'll talk NFL head coaching cycle right now. The Raiders have fired Pete Carroll. Absolutely amazing. It's a great day. Now we probably have him. Hello. Who is this?
Hear me. Can you hear me? What a disaster.
Who is this?
What an absolute disaster that was. I don't know who's running the board there, but they should be fired. They should be fired.
Is this who I think it is?
Turn the music down, please.
Turn the music.
I don't like that song. I'd rather you play YMCA, please, if you're going to introduce me, please. But what a disaster. Whoever is running that board should be fired. Should be fired just like they fired John Harbaugh in Baltimore. What a disgusting decision by the people of Baltimore Ravens. So sad. Edgar Allan Poe is crying right now in his grave. I'm telling you right now. He wrote The Raven people. People that don't know that. I knew that because I've read the book and I knew Edgar Allan Poe.
Now, I'm assuming this is President Donald J. Trump on the line.
This is Donald J. Trump. That's exactly right.
Well, I saw...
What a great job you're doing filling in for the absent Clip Brock. And see that you have Donnell Tully there. That's so good to see, and hope you guys are doing good.
We're doing great, Mr. President. I don't use X. I use Truth Social like you do, and I saw that you put out a post that you were very upset with the Baltimore Ravens firing John Harbaugh. Where do you think John Harbaugh should land?
I think I'm going to put him in my cabinet, actually. I think I'm going to fire somebody in my cabinet. And I think I'm going to have him run something more of an NFL style of the White House. I think I'm going to have him in my cabinet. Let's cut to the chase. What a disgusting decision. I think it's a witch hunt. It's an absolute witch hunt. Just that they went after him like they went after me. They fired him like a dog, and it was so bad. But as you can see, as you went back, if you go back and look at what I posted earlier, I said this, and in the words of Chandler Honeycutt, I'll read it verbatim. I'll read it verbatim right quick if you don't mind. But it's this, and it says this right here. I posted it on X, that formerly of Twitter. My good friend Elon Musk, who was my friend and wasn't my friend and is now my friend again, owns it. I actually posted this verbatim in the words of Chandler Honeycutt. I said this: hire John Harbaugh fast. He and his brother are total winners. President DJT. Now, I don't know why I put President DJT at the end, as if nobody knew that was me tweeting. That's my tweet. That's my name literally at the top of it. I don't know why I did that, but I did it anyway because I can do whatever I want.
Well, Mr. President, it's like an email. I mean, you see the email address when an email comes in, but people still like to sign it. Like, we have somebody here. He'll sign his emails. Best Chandler Honeycutt, salesperson of Pirate Radio.
Well, what a guy. What a guy, Chandler Honeycutt. They call him a salesman. And I don't know if Chandler Honeycutt told you, but I am actually talking to you right now on the Turner Home Team Lifeline.
Yeah, do you have an announcement, Mr. President, about the Turner Home Team Lifeline?
Can you, please, would you let me speak, please?
Would you let us speak? I'm trying to host the show here.
Oh, please. Well, I'm hosting the country. I'm hosting the country. You're hosting a little podcast, radio show. I'm hosting the country, J-Man.
Priorities, brother.
All right.
Priorities. Come on now.
So here's what I'm saying is that Turner Home Team Lifeline is back on for one more year thanks to the incredible human being salesperson, Chandler Honeycutt. You shouldn't fire that guy. Unlike Baltimore, fired John Harbaugh. What a disgusting day. What a sad day for Baltimore. But it's always a bad day and a sad day in Baltimore with all the looting and the crime and all that stuff. But led by the radical Democrats. But I guess the Democrats are running the Baltimore Ravens as well. I think they fired John Harbaugh after 18 years.
Well, I mean, Mr. President, are you surprised? I mean, you're not a fan of the NFL. You think the new kickoff is dumb, and this is just adds to the long line of dumb decisions in the NFL.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Roger Goodell, what a sleazebag. Absolute sleazebag. He is not a friend of mine, but you know who is a friend of mine? John Harbaugh. And what a bad decision by that.
Well, Mr. President, before we let you go, you're such a big fan of the Harbaughs. I assume you will be taking the Chargers to win the Super Bowl this year.
I guess. I really, to be honest with you, you know what? Yes, I will, quite frankly. Because his brother is a winner, and so is that quarterback. Oh, man, he's so good. Justin Sherbert's so good. And just like the ice cream. But yeah, and look, I'm a fan of John Harbaugh because people don't know this, J-Bone, but my name is Donald John Trump. They named John Harbaugh after me. People don't know that, but now they do know that. Everybody knows that now. John Harbaugh was named after me, Donald John Trump, your favorite president. Thank you for having me, everybody. Have a good time, okay?
Thank you, President. Thanks, Chandler. I appreciate that. That was a good bit.
Who? I don't know who that is. Oh, wait, you're talking about Chandler Honeycutt?
Yeah.
Great salesperson. All right, boys. Y'all have a good time, and see you later. Bye-bye.
All right, thank you, Mr. President. That was Donald John Trump on the Turner Home Team Lifeline. Breaking the news that the great salesman we have, Chandler Honeycutt, has extended the Turner Home Team Lifeline for one more year, just like they extended Donald Trump for 4 more years.
One more year.
One more year. Oh, man, we like to have fun on the show. You know, it's with Clip not here, it's tough to fill open segments. But
guys, yeah, man.
Oh, man, I asked Chandler a simple favor, and he over-delivers, as always. Always appreciate my guy. Love my guy. That was great. What do you think about the Ravens firing John Harbaugh?
I mean, you want me to follow DJT?
Like, I really do. I want DC to follow DJT.
Come on, man.
I don't know. Like, I saw somebody tweet out, like, this just goes to show that these teams aren't patient anymore. It's like, the guy's been there for 18 years.
He's been there since, like, you were probably what, in like middle school or something? Like,
I was 6 or 7 years old.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah, I think I was in middle school. I don't know, man. Like, this is the nature of the business, man. Like, you can't just be upset because somebody like him. Wow, I don't know. I think I'm more of the school where I wouldn't fire Pete Carroll and these guys that are coming out. I know that hits you in a certain way, but
why wouldn't you fire Pete Carroll?
These guys that are here for 1 year, give them at least,
dude.
Give him at least another.
He would not get rid of his son in Seattle.
That's fine.
And they pushed him out. And then he brings his same stupid son. His son is he moved Jackson Powers Johnson to a rotating guard, which made no sense. He's got guys playing out of position. You lose your left tackle. He had the offensive line meeting with John Spytek, the GM. That's how bad Brendan Carroll was. And if you want to get rid of Brendan Carroll, you got to get rid of Pete Carroll. And so I think, I mean, when you have the number 1 overall pick, we've seen this so many years where these teams have the number 1 overall pick and you keep the lousy coach that got you the number 1 overall pick, like Caleb Williams and Matt Eberflus. You can cut Matt Eberflus out of there, bring in a guy like Ben Johnson. Look what that does for the franchise. Look what that does for your young quarterback. You fire Pete Carroll, bring in somebody like Clint Kubiak, who is a young, innovative offensive coordinator and the son of a Super Bowl winning coach. You bring him in, that's going to do wonders for Fernando Mendoza or Dante Moore or whoever you decide to draft, and it better be a quarterback.
See, I think it's just unfair to say, oh, look, because like the guys that you have on your team after 1 year, you didn't necessarily have anything to do with that. Like, I understand about the
He brought in all these. He brought in Geno. He brought in Stone Forsythe, who have been the biggest. He brought in Jamal Adams, who is, eating applesauce to a straw. He's so old. This guy is like getting Jell-O and pain medication for dinner.
These are like,
he belongs in a nursing home.
These are key acquisitions. I get that part, but I mean, come on, man. Like the rest of the team, and then
that is perfectly fine. That is a great point.
Decisions and like how much of that is his decision and everything, but. Ultimately, it comes down to the time period. Like, if you bring a guy in for 1 year and you're like, you know what, that didn't work out. I mean, how? How do you know that? How do you know that if you didn't give him another year?
Well, Pete Carroll came in and said, hey, man, we're going to win a lot of games. This isn't a rebuild. And John Spytek, in his introductory press conference, said this is probably a rebuild.
That's probably his problem.
There was never, cohesiveness between the GM and head coach, and you're not going to get rid of John Spytek. He's Brady's best friend. But we're up against it.
Yeah.
Good producing, Jackson. We're going to take a break. On the other side, you will hear my conversation with former East Carolina defensive lineman J.D. Lampley. You'll also hear Clip go one-on-one with Aundrae Allison and much more in the third hour of Pirate Radio Live. You're not going to want to miss it. Donnell, thank you so much, man.
Of course, man.
Really appreciate you joining me for an hour. We'll be back with much more on the other side of this break.
This holiday season, give yourself the gift of a brighter, healthier smile at Michaels & Gateway Family and Cosmetic Dentistry. From routine cleanings to cosmetic services, our caring team is here to help you shine for every photo, party, and family gathering. Michaels & Gateway combines gentle, family-friendly care with the latest technology to keep you confident all year long. Start the year smiling. Call today or visit us online to schedule your appointment. Michaels & Gateway Family Dentistry, spreading cheer one smile at a time. From our family to yours, Merry Christmas.
Pirate Nation, your dream home starts with Unshakable Builders. Now building in Sutherland Estates in Greenville and Dolostone Court in Wilson with homes available now. And stay tuned, Cross Creek Townhomes in Greenville and Whitaker Glen in Farmville are coming soon. Browse available homes, explore floor plans, and see past projects today at unshakablebuilders.com. Have questions? Use live chat, fill out the contact form, or call the office at 814-9105. Unshakable Builders, build on a solid foundation.
When it comes to protecting your home, don't gamble with just any roofer. Trust the pros at the Boone Group Roofing. Locally owned by Toot Boone, they've been serving all of Eastern North Carolina with honest, high-quality roofing you can count on. They offer no money down, and every job is backed by a 5-year workmanship warranty because your roof should be done right the first time. Don't wait. Call today at 252-714-0021. For a roof that's built to last and service you can trust, the Boone Group Roofing is on top of their game.
The Toot Boone Boogie. Hi, this is Uconda Dunn, Vice President of Business and Workforce Solutions at Pitt Community College. As part of the local business community, I know the power of a skilled workforce. That's why I'm excited about our programs. We're passionate about partnering with you, the business community, to ensure our local talent gains the practical, hands-on skills your company needs. Let's work together to build your team and grow our community's success. Discover how we can support your business at pittcc.edu/workforce.
Great food, great atmosphere, and great service is Ottavola Market Cafe. Ottavola is simply a restaurant that focuses on that, being a great restaurant. There's something for everyone at Ottavola. The menu offers a variety of great choices like pastas, pizzas, sandwiches, soups, salads, and seasonal rotating selections. Lunch or dinner, Ottavola is always the right call. Call ahead and get Ottavola to go, or stop by the bar for a drink with friends. It's simple. Come and eat at Ottavola Market Cafe, Red Banks Road next to Food Lion, and OttavolaMarket.com. Ottavola, pirates supporting pirates.
CopyPro, the professional office systems people, have been serving Eastern North Carolina since 1971. From Greenville to Wilmington, businesses trust CopyPro for reliable technology, award-winning service, and top brands like Konica Minolta and Ricoh. Need multi-function printers, document management, or network solutions? CopyPro delivers powerful tools backed by certified technicians and a team dedicated to your success. CopyPro, professional people, professional systems, powerful results. Visit copypro.net or call 756-31 7175 today.
This is Dr. Hasty from Orthopedics East and Sports Medicine Center. Our practice has been caring for the athletes at ECU and the residents of Eastern North Carolina for more than 35 years. Whether it's treatment for your sports injury or it's time for that joint replacement, Orthopedics East provides the latest in operative and non-operative orthopedic care. We also offer on-site physical therapy and MRI services, as well as a walk-in urgent care on the weekends from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. Call us at 757-BONE or visit us online at orthoeast.com. Go Pirates.
Want to make your day better? You can now order 2 large original crust one-topping pizzas from Papa John's for only $9.99 each. Take advantage of this awesome carry-out special now by logging on to papajohns.com and make today a pizza day for only $9.99 each. Papa John's is the MVP move for game day or any day. Place your order online at papajohns.com and sign up for Papa Rewards and start earning points for your favorite menu items. Go Pirates!
This is Pirate Radio, WGHB Farmville, W224EI Greenville, WDLX Washington, and W281CH Washington. You're listening to Hour 3 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour of PRL is brought to you by Bud Light, reminding pirate fans to stay in the game and drink responsibly. Bud Light, proudly distributed by Carolina Eagle Distributing since 1989. Now, back to the show.
And welcome back in. Vacation spots are right here in our very own backyard. Take a trip to a state park and enjoy traditional camping, RV space, and also air-conditioned cabins that can be rented with Wi-Fi. If you're by a lake, be sure to check out the opportunities to rent a canoe or kayak and get on the water. Your next adventure is right around the corner. For more information, please visit ncparks.gov. Now let's take it back in for the start of Hour 3. Here's J-Bone.
Welcome back in, folks. Hour 3, Pirate Radio Live. Beautiful Wednesday evening, afternoon. It's a great day. I know you got a lot of important things on your docket, but we appreciate you making us a part of it. Thank you to Parker Byrd, Ken Watlington, Donnell Coley, Ryan Wallen for joining me in the first 2 hours of the program. And now we will head out to my conversation with former East Carolina defensive lineman J.D. Lampley. Talked to him about his career as a Pirate, his experience in the bowl game, and just how important it was to bring 9 wins to this program, a program that hasn't seen 9 wins in more than a decade. So let's go ahead and hit my conversation with J.D. Lampley.
All right, joining us today on Pirate Radio Live, now former defensive lineman J.D. Lampley. J.D., how you doing, man?
Pretty good. How are you?
I'm doing great. Great into the season. Bowl game victory over Pitt brings East Carolina to 9 wins. And, you know, you've been here 4 years. You've been through a 2-10 season. So, I mean, you know how it's been lately for Pirate Nation. Just what does it mean to you to deliver the most wins in almost a decade?
Man, it means a lot, you know, just like being with the guys, going out the way everybody would want to go out there last year. Especially the last game, be exciting as it was, you know, couldn't ask for anything more. And to go out with the people I did, it means a lot.
Yeah, that defense was pretty special this year. Was there like a moment in maybe the spring, early on in the fall, where you're just like, damn, like we might have something here?
I think like during camp, I was starting to realize like defense was starting to click, and like I knew if we all focused and played together, we would have a good season on defense.
Yeah, and the defense got the job done in the Military Bowl. Were you kind of surprised by the offensive performance? Because, you know, you lose Caton and Yannick, Javante, and a couple more players before the bowl game even starts, and you got to start a true freshman in Chasten Didda. Were you kind of surprised sitting there on the sideline watching?
You know, I mean, I'm not going to say I wasn't surprised, but Chasten has prepared all year for that moment. Like, even though he might not have got in, but however many games he did all year, he practiced every day like he was a starter, and then that ended up paying off for everybody at the end of the year. So, I wouldn't say we were surprised, but definitely excited for him.
Where were you when Marlon Gunn broke that run for the touchdown that ended up coming back? Were you, like, watching?
I was watching. So I usually watch the games like on the jumbotron, like from the sideline, and then I saw him break the run, and I felt like I'm pretty sure I started running down the sideline a little bit with him, and then like I was right there beside Marlon, like giving him a high five or something. Whenever they called him back, they called it back, and everybody was like confused. I didn't know what happened.
Yeah, I talked to Marlon yesterday, and he's like, he was on the sideline, and he looks out, and the offense is going back out. He's like, why isn't kickoff going out? He's like, Ty Simpson or somebody had to tell him, or not Ty Simpson, but Ty Johnson maybe.
Yeah, it was Ty Johnson. He was right there.
He's like, man, that didn't count. He's like, well, damn. Okay.
I know.
But you guys got to do some cool stuff for the bowl game. You got to go to Cowboys Commanders. You went to a Capitals game. How was all the pregame stuff, the bowling and whatever?
You know, it was great. I'm glad that Coach Harold, John Gilbert, and JJ did a good job of like not sending us to the same stuff as we went the year before. So it wasn't like it wasn't the exact same stuff we were doing. So it made it more fun just because like a bunch of people thought it was going to be the exact same thing as the year before, but it was actually, I think it was more fun. And we had a lot of time to do stuff on our own too.
Have you ever been to an NFL game? Because normally when we talk to athletes, I mean, you guys are playing during the NFL season as well, so there's not a lot of time to go see maybe a Panthers game. Have you ever been before?
Yes, sir. I went to a couple Panthers games growing up.
Okay. Was that your first time at a Commanders game or a Cowboys game?
Yes, I think so. Yes, sir.
All right. Well, that had to be a lot of fun. You also lose Josh Aldridge before the bowl game. Were you kind of surprised by that? I mean, he's only been here a year. Defense played great. It was kind of surprising to us seeing him move to South Florida, kind of a lateral move.
Yes, sir. I mean, we're surprised, but it really didn't change anything for us because defense, we were already bought into Harold's system anyway from the previous year, so it really didn't change anything with our mentality, the way we were gonna play. It just might change the scheme a little bit, but other than that, we just try to focus on the people who were still in the facility for the bowl game, whether it was players or coaches. We just knew we had focus on us.
You've been at East Carolina these last 4 years. It's been kind of a weird 4 years. You know, you win the bowl game in Birmingham, Holton's last year. Then you have a 2-10 season. Then Mike Houston gets fired. Just what's been the biggest difference between Blake Harrell's East Carolina Pirates and Mike Houston's East Carolina Pirates?
I'd probably just say just the team's energy, the way we play together on the field and stuff, and just practices. I'll just say the energy overall is just better, just a better environment, just energy wise.
Yeah, and the defense this season, it seemed like there was more depth than ever before. You got that Predator package where the whole new 11 guys come on the field for one play. How is it having that much depth, knowing all right, I don't have to play every snap. If I get tired, if I get hurt, I got some guys that I trust that can come in behind me and make some plays.
Yeah, that makes it easy because especially at D-line, we sub a lot. So Coach Tesla sub all the time. And that makes it easy just knowing, say I might be in for 3 plays. It makes it easy knowing, I can go as hard as I can and know, when I'm tired, they're going to send somebody else to come do the same thing. It just makes it easier knowing that the people beside you and people who come in for you can hold up their end of the job.
Yeah, and that's what made you one of my favorite players to watch on defense, is just 100% every single time. And you did end up getting banged up a little bit. I saw you with a club on your hand. Did you break your hand?
Nah, I dislocated this finger a
little
bit, but I got an X-ray. It wasn't broke. I don't know what was wrong with it.
Were you playing through any other injuries as well?
The season before, I played with a torn labrum pretty much the whole year.
All right. Well, man. I was talking to Jenny before this, and she was like, yeah, he had a shoulder brace, a knee brace. He's got the club on his hand. I was like, I didn't notice all that.
Yes, sir. The shoulder was I had surgery in January, but I really tore it the spring before that.
Okay. Well, JD, it was a great season, and what would you say was the most memorable moment this season? Whether you had a fumble recovery in the bowl game, there was a touchdown maybe that got called back. There was just a lot of good moments this season for you and just the Pirates as a whole. So, what was your favorite moment?
Probably the Memphis game, just cause like I just never seen anything like that. Whenever everybody started, they had the tarps off people in two different spots, and then I remember I was looking up and I just saw them start running towards each other. I thought they were gonna fight or something, and then they just all started doing it. Just that environment was crazy, and then everybody rushed the field after. That was fun, man.
When did you first notice all that stuff going on? Because when I first saw it was like 3 guys, and then next thing I know, it's like almost 1,000.
I looked up and I saw there was probably like 20 people like to the left of the boneyard, and then like on the right of the boneyard there's another little group, and then like 3 minutes later they all combined.
So, man, that wasn't your first field rush, because I know the fans rushed the field in the state game, the bowl game. So which one was your favorite field rush, the state bowl game or the Memphis game?
I don't know. Probably the state bowl game, just because it was, I don't know, it was a bowl game. I don't know. They were both fun, though.
Well, man, we've really enjoyed having you at East Carolina, and I was looking at your offers coming out of high school. You had offers from Carolina, Duke, South Carolina. What made East Carolina the place you wanted to come play?
Just I felt like I had the best relationship with the coaches. I felt like Coach Harrell and Coach Tesh played a big part, or not. I don't feel like they did. They played a big part in my recruitment to ECU, and staying there all 4 years. I feel like Coach Tesh is one of the best position coaches in the country, and then just like I feel like almost every other day he would call me in high school, so it made it really hard to go anywhere else.
Yeah, you keep bringing up Coach Tesh. He's one of my favorites. I mean, we get 20 minutes of practice every week, and I just make sure to catch the D-line drills at some point because I just love the energy that you guys bring along with Coach Tesh. What has he meant to you, just, I mean, as a person or as a player? I mean, just what has he meant to you?
I mean, he means a lot to me. Like, as a player, he's made me the player I am today, but as a person, he's like one of the coaches you can just go in and talk to. If you need to talk about anything, you can go talk to Coach Tesh, whether you're his player or not. And I feel like most people on the team know that too.
Did you come into East Carolina with kind of an expectation and that didn't work out? Like, what exceeded your expectation at East Carolina from when you came in to now leaving?
And that's another thing. Like, they told me coming out of high school, I had an opportunity. If I came in and worked as a freshman, I would have an opportunity to play as a freshman. And so I came early, went through spring ball, and then I found myself like in the 2 deep as a freshman. So I got to like come in as a rotational guy my first year, and that was another thing. Like, they never really lied to me from anything they told me in recruiting. Like, nothing didn't happen.
Yeah, and JD, you're a true Pirate. So if somebody reached out to you, whether it be a high school senior, somebody in the transfer portal, what would you tell them? Is like, hey, this is why you need to come to East Carolina.
No, it's just it's a family. It's more than just a team at ECU. Like, people leave, and then we'll talk to them a couple months after they've been there, and they'll be like, yeah, the thing is the difference is just we're not as tight at my new school or whatever. Like, I just feel like ECU, like, the guys just bond differently there.
Has it been like that since the beginning, or is that something that like really came along when Blake Harrell took over? Just the tightness of the team.
I feel like it's been like that since the beginning, and then like with Coach Harrell taking over, it's just only gotten stronger.
Okay, and a little question about what you do outside of football. What's your favorite thing to do? What hobbies do you have?
I like fishing.
Fishing, hunting, just fishing?
I like fishing, yes, sir. And I don't get to go hunting a lot, but I will. Yes, sir.
Have you caught anything lately now that you're done?
Oh, I hadn't been in a minute, but I caught some during the season. I would go some of the golf courses around Greenville, or my parents kept a camper at a campground up there, so I would go fishing there too.
All right, good stuff, man. JD Lampley joining us on the show today. Before we let you go, man, like I said earlier, we've really enjoyed watching you play here at East Carolina. What's next for JD Lampley?
Yes, sir. Next few months, I got to focus, lock in on training, and then see what happens. Hope I get a chance from there.
All right, man. Well, we really appreciate you joining us. Like I said, we've loved watching you. You're a true Pirate, and we're wishing you luck down the road, man.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
All right, that was former East Carolina defensive lineman J.D. Lampley. Appreciate him and the time he gave us today. When I asked him what does he like to do outside of football, I was kind of hoping he would say shooting guns, because we know he likes shooting guns. But then, thanks to J.D. Lampley. Thanks to everybody so far on the show today. It's been a great one. Parker Byrd, Ken Watlington, Donnell Coley, Ryan Wallen, and, of course, J.D. Lampley, who's just been a great part of this team. Great part of a defensive line, a well-run defensive line ran by Roy Tesh, who will become the co-defensive coordinator and keep his position as the defensive line coach next football season. Coming up next in hour number 3, we have Aundrae Allison, former Pirates wide receiver. He went one-on-one with Clip Brock on Monday, talking about the bowl victory, talking college football playoffs, NFL playoffs, and much more. You're not going to want to miss it. We'll be right back on the other side of this break.
For over 40 years, Greenville Motor Company has been the name Greenville Trust. Driven by service, powered by trust, and now offering one of the area's best service centers, 8 full-service bays working on all makes and models. Their certified team can diagnose, address, and repair any issue, big or small. From oil changes to engine work, go to a repair center that you can trust for the life of your vehicle. Greenville Motor Company, locally owned by the Cook family, right across from Greenville Nissan at 1000 Southwest Greenville Boulevard. DriveHereNow.com, driven by service, powered by trust, Greenville Motor Company.
You would do anything to keep your family safe. Don't leave safety to chance with national companies or do-it-yourself systems. Hi, this is Mike Robertson, the owner of SCI Technologies. We have recently merged with High-Tech Communications to become North Carolina's premier security, audio, and fire alarm provider. The most cost-effective solutions for your home or business security and life safety needs. SCI Technologies, 252-321-7006. That's 321-7006.
Enjoy the warm air circulating moments after you turn up the heat. Precise control of cooking temperatures. Enough hot water on demand for everyone's shower. The instant glow of warmth when you turn on your fireplace or fire pit. Never having to change a gas tank on your outdoor grill. Experience the affordable luxury of natural gas. Find out more at GUC.com. Overtime Tavern is the place to be for great food, cold drinks, and all your game day action with over 10 TVs. Swing in today and try a mouth-watering burger, glizzies, wings, or check out their daily specials featuring some of the best items on the menu. OT's has a weekly lineup of entertainment starting Tuesday with Singo, Wednesday is sports trivia with Clip Brock, and Thursday's local acoustic acts playing the tunes. OT's is located on Charles Boulevard across from the Sheets and is open daily from 11 a.m. to midnight. There's always time on the clock at Overtime Tavern.
East Coast Grading and Utilities is your source for clearing, hauling dirt, and concrete work. East Coast Grading and Utilities handles all sewer and water issues as well.
I'm David Vaughn. Whether putting in a new subdivision or helping you with any and all of your drainage problems, I can get the job done. Call me at 531-7494.
No job is too big or too small. East Coast Grading and Utilities. Friends helping friends. 531-7494 for East Coast Grading and Utilities.
Pepperoni pizza for the table.
Thank you.
And may I suggest trying it with our Pepsi Zero Sugar? It has just the right amount of sweetness to complement all that cheesy, saucy goodness, while the carbonation and notes of citrus enhance the flavor profile. Simply divine.
Pepsi Zero Sugar? You've really outdone yourself this time. Pizza deserves Pepsi.
Miss, your burger is served.
Thank you.
And if I may suggest a pairing, this is our finest Pepsi Zero Sugar. The sweetness of Pepsi perfectly balances the savory notes of your burger, while the citrus and carbonation elevates the taste for a truly stunning flavor profile. Bon appetit.
Now that is one perfect combination. If this is how the other half lives, I could get used to this. Burgers deserve Pepsi.
Russell's is a full-service clothing store for both men and women. Family-owned and operated in historic downtown Washington for 41 years. This is Rhonda from Russell's, and we visit the country's largest markets to bring you quality clothing at affordable prices. From the finest in men's suits, sports coats, and accessories to fashionable dresses, tops, and jewelry for the women. Our attention to every detail means personal service and in-house alterations. Give Russell's a try. You, our pirate friends and customers at Russell's Clothing in downtown Washington. Go Pirates!
Hey, this is John Gordon, author of The Energy Bus, and you're listening to Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation.
You're listening to Hour 3 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour of PRL is brought to you by Bud Light, reminding pirate fans to stay in the game and drink responsibly. Bud Light, proudly distributed by Carolina Eagle Distributing since 1989. Now, back to the show.
And welcome back in. Played Against Sports, buying and selling new and used sporting and fitness equipment for over 27 years right here in Greenville. Located on Greenville Boulevard across from the Nissan dealership, Played Against Sports, buy, sell, trade. Now let's take it back in. Here's J-Bone.
All right. Thank you, Jackson. Thank you, Carter. Thank you, Shirley. Been a great show so far. Appreciate you tuning in. Got a little feedback on my J.D. Lampley interview. My buddy Jay Pate says JD having Talladega Nights in the background is exactly what I expected. Yeah, JD Lampley, good dude. Always fun. Talking to him, I've only talked to him twice, Media Day and now, and those interviews were some of my favorites because JD's just a good old boy and reminds me a lot of the people I grew up around, a lot of the friends that I have currently. So always fun chatting it up with JD Lampley. So awesome stuff. Let's head out. Back to another video. Clip went one-on-one with Aundrae Allison for his weekly appearance on Monday. We're going to air it today because it's just been such a hectic week with all these players joining us and just trying to figure out what's going on in Clip's absence. But now we finally have some time. So here is Clip Brock and Aundrae Allison.
All right, we say Happy New Year to former Pirate great Aundrae Allison, who joins us here on Pirate Radio Live. Aundrae, good to see you again. How you doing, man?
I'm doing great, man. Happy New Year to you and everybody there.
Yes, sir. And, man, a lot has happened since we last chatted, including a Military Bowl victory for ECU. So let's start all the way back there, Aundrae. Hand up, I was a non-believer. I thought the Pirates had a lot going against them. I thought Pitt had a lot of stuff intact, and I doubted that Pirate defense, and shame on me because they came through and Pirates got enough offense, some big plays from Anthony Smith. I know you like to see that from wide receiver one. And
I love that.
Pirates got that W.
Yes, I was so happy and proud to see how we played, considering what we lost, right, from the end of the season to that game. And to me, it felt like it looked like that was like our best game of the year, honestly. Like everything was together and again, just to give a lot of credit to the coaches and the players for being like prepared for this type of game, and then just to end it on that level with the missing pieces. I'm looking so forward to going into this next season because that's 2 years in a row we've been able to, win games at the end and carry that momentum into to the next season. It's also going to be very helpful for recruiting because being on TV, beautiful uniforms, high performance play. I'm like, everything is gelling and coming together. I'm happy.
Yeah, you said credit to the coaches and the players. I want to hit on both of those. I want to start with the players, Aundrae, because we talked to Anthony Smith and Mike Wright today, and for those guys to stay locked in while some of their coaches were heading out, John David Baker, and some of their teammates, their brothers, were heading out as well, for them to stay focused, stay locked in, and put on that performance says a lot about the guys in charge, but also says a ton about the players that Blake Harrell brought in here to stick together like they did.
For sure. That's the Pirate pride though that we are accustomed to seeing. And like I said, just looking at how the players were playing, the confidence, the bravado, the aggressiveness. And it was an early game as well, right after Christmas. There's so many factors that go into, undermining that type of performance that, we have to like look at. But yeah, those guys are locked in. I'm proud of those guys. I'm proud of where the university is headed. And then another thing that stood out to me was, a lot of the players who were not getting opportunities, during the season for whatever reasons.
Right.
Like I said, those guys are always like just anxious and, ready to play. And it says a lot as an amateur athlete to be able to still be engaged, even though, you haven't had a lot of playing time but to stay engaged throughout the course of the season and wait for this opportunity, it says a lot about the maturity of the players that we have on our roster.
Mentioned Anthony Smith, very happy for him. Again, a guy that came into ECU with no stats. We didn't know what we were getting with this guy. We knew he could run. We knew he had speed, but turned into a number one receiver. And I don't know how much teams put into, one particular game, bowl games. There's a lot of talk that Chris Johnson made a lot of money with his bowl game against Boise State. I like to think he could have made it, without that game, but man, he had a phenomenal game and then went on to run what he did at the Combine, and the rest is history. But, does that game, Aundrae, help Anthony maybe with a chance at the next level? We know what he can do week in, week out, and he'll have his opportunity to shine at Pro Day and stuff like that. But how much does him kind of going one-on-one, 1-on-5 against the secondary, beating them down the sideline, how much does that help him for his future?
It helps a lot. I mean, I'm a prime example of how it can hurt you based on, my experience in college, that last bowl game. And then Chris, that's my best friend. Like, that definitely has a lot to go into how like they perceive you and to be able to determine your value. Because you got to think, the last thing that you put on film, that's what they're going to go off of, right? Even though, CJ had this beautiful resume, great resume, the television and all that, and then Boise State being who they are, that did just put everything to the next level. And then with my experience, I was going against Mike Jenkins, South Florida cornerback, who was also an NFL prospect. Yep. And that's the first thing I heard when I got to the Minnesota Vikings locker room. Is like, why'd you let him, take you out of the game or whatever? It really impacted how they looked at me, because I wasn't expected to go in the 5th round. So I think this definitely put our receiver Smith in position to, carry this into a way to where they start to see him and look at him as, okay, yeah, he has the potential to play on this level. And again, like, you don't want to have so much film out there to where they can do comparisons and contrasts, because they're going to try to find a way to not pay you. So he's like in the perfect position, not having a lot to base it off of whenever he was first got there. And then putting together this and finishing like that, it's like he's in prime position really to capitalize on it.
Aundrae Allison joining us, and again on the coaching part of it, Mike Wright said it, that now, and I said this, if ECU did win this game, man, Blake Harrell's got a lot to say to recruits, because, hey, starting quarterback gone, number 2 receiver gone, number 2 tight end gone, all the players they lost, starting running back gone, and we were still able to put together a win against a good opponent. Man, that says a lot for what Blake Harrell can sell for this program.
Oh, absolutely. I'm like, how started to see, honestly, Clip, like seeing was 4,000 players in the portal. Yeah. And to me, it's easier for me to look at, where the coaches are in this position, and then you're selling to recruits that's coming in. I think the opportunity is bigger if they like paint it as if, okay, I'm not wanting to reuse all these pieces in the past. I want to build with someone who got overlooked, et cetera, et cetera. That's a great formula to go and pitch to these guys. And then just to show that, hey, look, we had all these pieces missing. However, look at what we put together, this 9-win season. Look at how we finished with this big win over Pitt. That's what you really want. It's almost leading into, the ability to like how things are now over in the past, because you're kind of like getting, new faces, new opportunities, players who are overlooked. And then those guys, the only thing you got to do is tap into the psyche of putting a chip on their shoulder for them not being treated fairly where they were in the past. So that's just the mojo that they need going into the offseason and coming to our team. So, yeah, he has a lot to really sell to these guys in the offseason.
Aundrae, generally speaking, and every case is different, and maybe this is a wasteful conversation, but I want to get your opinion on it. Would you rather bring in a guy who maybe was a big recruit that went to a big school that got kind of lost in the shuffle and is looking to kind of maybe like an Anthony Smith, I guess? I don't know how big a recruit he is, but he went to NC State, got lost, came here, versus a guy that maybe had to go through the FCS ranks who was overlooked in high school, made his play on the college field at the FCS level, and is looking for now a taste of the FBS at East Carolina. Again, every situation is different, but generally speaking, which one would you rather bring in to ECU?
The underdog, like they got overlooked, because that just fits like my life story too. I think it has a lot to do with the coaches. So if you have a coach who was like fighting and he was scratching and trying to get to the top, get an opportunity to coach, and then it fell in his lap because somebody, got fired or something, and then they just put this guy in intern. He might have, I feel like Indiana coaches like that. And you look at the history of coaching, like Bob Huggins was bringing in, JUCO players. It fits like how they had to scratch and claw to get to their position, as opposed to like a coach that just went from Georgia to LSU. He's going to stay wanting those big players, So I think it just has a lot to do with the leadership. Me as a leader, I want like the underdog person because I want to be able to pour so much in them and to get them, and I'm gonna be highlighting all the things that they are good at, and that's one of the things that you have to look into. What type of leader are you, or what type of leaders are you going to bring to steer these young men in the right direction? Because your coaching staff also has to be comprised of a lot of that as well. So yeah, it just depends on leadership style.
No, that's a great answer, I think, and that what you said kind of fits Blake Harrell and East Carolina as a whole, I think, too, the underdog mentality. And how about Aundrae pulling out the Bob Huggins reference, showing that he's well-rounded? That's a nice call there, Aundrae. So the Pirates going through some coaching changes now. Man, I was a big Darrell Roberts fan. Remembered him as a receiver for Virginia Tech, and he was Mr. Energy for this ECU staff, and losing him to Wake Forest, I think, hurts you in recruiting. But, again, the show must go on. So the Pirates are trying to piece together an offensive staff and a defensive staff as well, as they bring in a new defensive coordinator, promote Roy Tesh to co-defensive coordinator. It is a major puzzle being pieced together, not just with the players right now, Aundrae, but the coaches as well.
Yes, the coaching, and it's similar to the players being able to move around a lot more, because I feel like it's an increase in that coaches leaving and taking other opportunities.
Absolutely.
And then, like I said, it's one of those things that where if you're a coach, you're a head coach, you have to just start embracing, things are going to be constantly changing, and it's no more of these constant variables. It's just there to stay. And if you embrace it, it'll be a lot easier for you. But I would like to see, people who are not too deep in their resume of calling plays or being O coordinators or D coordinators, because you can get some creativity there. That's where a lot of teams who win like that, especially in the pros, they bring in coaches who were former players, and they got some experience in calling plays, but they're not just so stuck in their ways, So a little bit of sprinkle of both, But yeah, it's something that I would be embracing if I was the head coach. I would love to go out there and bring in the right coach to fit with these players and get a chance to keep doing it over and over.
We'll talk Pirate Football Weekly with Aundrae Allison here, but man, we got a football fan's dream week coming up. I love the college football playoff, but one thing I got to get my head right on is the schedule. And am I right to say we've got a game Thursday, a game Friday, 2 NFL Saturday, 3 Sunday, 1 Monday night, all coming up. So it's a great slate coming up, Aundrae. We'll start with the playoffs. Where's Bama? Where's Georgia? Where's the SEC? Ole Miss, the last SEC team standing, as they face Miami. And then you got a Big Ten showdown with Indiana and Oregon. What do you think about this Final Four and who you got coming out on top?
Oh, I got Miami over Ole Miss, and then I have Indiana over Oregon. And it's
Indiana
one of
looks
those. Yeah, I feel the underdog feeling and like energy when I watch Miami play. I feel it too with Ole Miss for sure. You can see that chip on their shoulder. Miami is just, I think the football guys have really like instilled that back in the day Miami spirit. You got the veterans, I mean, some of the alumni on the sideline and involved, Jason Taylor involved, and Irvin them over there. And then
Michael Irvin is having the best time of his life.
Oh,
we need to
yeah.
get you, Aundrae, down here with the belt and on all fours on the ECU sideline like
I
Michael
know.
Irvin.
Listen, I'm telling you, the ECU we need to adopt a lot of those marketing employees that those universities are doing, because that's a great way to bring in players. And then with Indiana, it's the same thing. It's that coach, then you got the quarterback, he's top tier, but they play with an edge, right? And then going against Oregon, they're going to look at them like they have a mental edge over them, because they're already thinking that they're going to beat us because we're just poor Indiana, and then it's going to work out in Indiana's favor. But for them to beat Alabama like that, it says a lot.
Yeah.
But I think they're going to end up winning the national championship this year. What about you? Who you think?
Hold on, what you got, Jared?
Well, the thing with Michael, you mentioned marketing ploy. I don't even think it's a marketing ploy. I think he just has a sideline pass because he's an alum, and then that's just him.
And that's him, yeah. That's all Michael Irvin.
I saw like one thing pregame, he's yelling, and like the camera turns, he's not yelling at anybody. He's just speaking. Like
he is fired up, man. It's fun to watch. Right now, I can't pick against Indiana, man. I had Ohio State winning it all, and Miami took care of that for me, but yeah, I'm excited about Indiana Oregon. I think that'll be a great game. I think Ole Miss Miami is not the matchup we thought we'd get, but that should be fun as well.
You know, something we need to pay attention to really quick is you got 2 Nike schools remaining, 2 Adidas schools.
Okay. I hadn't looked
Right.
at that.
So we're accustomed to seeing Nike schools in the national championship, and people don't think that really has any impact on recruiting and like the landscape of football, but it really does. It's going to say a lot about if two Adidas teams are in the national championship, it's going to allow players to start to look at it like, well, even though they are Adidas and not Nike or Jordan, it still looks good on this level because they can. I'm telling you, players really look at stuff like that.
And
right?
I don't, and that's why I'm glad you're on, because I never even really factored that into anything.
It's a real thing. You can lose a recruit just because of who is like endorsing your uniforms and shoes easily.
I'll be hosting sports trivia tonight at the Buccaneer Music Hall. Aundrae, when you think Indiana football, I think of only really one player, this quarterback at Indiana that went on to play receiver in the NFL. Who is it?
Antoine Randall.
Bang.
Yep. He was legit.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. All right. NFL-wise, let's we'll run through the games real quick. First one is Panthers-Rams. We've already seen this game, and it did not go the way a lot of us thought it would. Can the Panthers beat the Rams again? Rams are huge favorites.
10.5.
10.5. Good God.
I would like to say yes. But I just don't. I can't see him doing it twice because Devontae Adams, he wasn't playing that one game, and then like the way
gonna be back,
he should be. I think that's why he hasn't played the last 2 games.
Yeah,
right. It seemed like they was getting them ready for the playoffs, and then the way the Panthers have been playing recently, I just don't see how they can turn short passing attempts into winning football in the playoffs when you got a gunslinger like Matt Stafford. You're gonna have to put up points, and they choose to like rely heavily on special teams and defense. And although those 2 areas of the team is strong and stout, they're not gonna be able to stop, Matt Stafford and Puka from getting in the end zone more than them. That's how I look at it. And then the play calls alone, I'm definitely gonna lean heavy towards the Rams with that.
All right, Packers, Bears. I still don't believe in the Bears, but it might be time for me to pick them to win a game. Who you got Saturday night?
I got the Bears for sure. Yeah, they got some momentum and they got some mojo going.
One thing I said leading up to this is Josh Allen on the road. Like, no Mahomes in the playoffs, no Burrow. Josh Allen's going to have to win all his games on the road. That starts Sunday in Jacksonville, Aundrae. How about Bills, Jaguars?
I'm going with Josh Allen. In the playoffs, he's a different monster. Like, he's already a monster, but it's going to be, decent weather. I could see him winning that game alone, honestly. So I look at that game like it's Trevor Lawrence against Josh Allen. I'm putting my money on Josh Allen.
Advantage Allen in that. Niners at Eagles Sunday afternoon.
Eagles, the Niners have got a lot of injuries, and I don't know. I feel like they're starting to decline like towards this time of the year, which is not good. And the Eagles they picked it up a little bit more at the end of the season. I'm going with the Eagles.
And then Sunday night, Chargers at Patriots. Boy, the Patriots hosting a playoff game.
I'm definitely going with the Patriots. Drake May went to high school close to where I live.
Okay.
But yeah, I like Drake May. I like what they're doing in New England, and it's a great comeback story. I definitely got New England in that game.
How many teams with a winning record do you think New England has beat?
Did they play like Washington's schedule from last year?
They beat one. They beat the Bills once, and that's the only winning record.
Now, I will tell you this: Washington feasted on bad teams during the regular season, and then went on a run in the playoffs. So,
I just thought I didn't even realize that.
Yeah. And then Monday, Texans at Steelers. So last night, I looked at the line and saw the Steelers were underdogs. So I said, Mike Tomlin, underdog, give me Pittsburgh, and they won. They're underdogs in this game, but it's the playoffs. So should I go with the Texans on the road?
Yeah.
What do you think, Aundrae?
Yeah, definitely Texans.
Okay.
D'Amico Ryans, the way he has those guys playing, it's a next level with that. And then
very under the radar, 12-5 for Houston. I feel like.
I know, and they won some big games here at the end. Like so once CJ came back from that little injury he had, they really went on a run.
I laugh because Jared is a Davis Mills stan. So every time you bring up CJ Stroud, he's like, "Man, Davis Mills won games." No, I think I like the Texans there coming up Monday night. But man, sets up just a really, really fun week of football coming up, and I hope there's a buzz around there, Aundrae. I know the Panthers are big-time dogs, but hopefully some excitement back in Charlotte for some postseason football.
No, it is. You can feel it. You can definitely feel it.
Good.
And then, everybody feels like things are going in the Panthers' favor just because how they got in. And then, with Bryce coming up on his contract year, I'm interested in seeing how that goes. Sometimes I feel like they could open up the playbook a little bit more for Bryce, but they're going to definitely have to put up points this week, no doubt about that. So hopefully the Panthers can pull it out, but I want to see a lot of scoring in the playoffs. I don't like boring games, and the Panthers would just continuously play boring, and it drives me crazy sometimes.
Well, I think the Rams will score. We'll see if they can keep up with them. Aundrae, love our chats, man. Let's do it again next week, and we'll talk again then.
Hey, sounds good, man. Look forward to it.
All right, that was Clip Brock and Aundrae Allison. I don't know what Aundrae Allison has against Davis Mills, but every game Davis Mills started, the Texans won. So just want to put that out there, that if CJ Stroud goes down Monday night, not all is lost for the Texans fans out there. Let's go ahead and take a break. On the other side, we will take a look at your Buccaneer Music Hall scoreboard presented by The Buck. Got a lot of American matchups tonight in college basketball. We'll take a look at that and much more after this break.
Hey, Pirate Nation, I'm Frank Etheridge with First Flight Credit Union. On behalf of our staff and membership, we would like to wish you a happy new year. At First Flight Credit Union, members, teams, and communities and families come first with a mission to take better care. Whether you would like for us to help you look at refinancing, opening a deposit account, or simply talk through your future home loan, we're here for you. Stop by one of our local branches in Greenville, New Bern, Havelock, Morehead City, and Cary. First Flight is insured by the NCUA and an equal housing lender. Go Pirates.
Hey, Pirate fans, I know you do anything for a win on game day and an ice-cold Bud Light. Because whether you're tailgating in the parking lot or parked on the couch, sitting on your lucky stool at the bar, or standing in the fan section all game long, the clean, crisp taste of Bud Light turns a win into a win-win. A win isn't a win without the clean, crisp taste of Bud Light. And there's nothing easier to enjoy than that. Bud Light, easy to drink, easy to enjoy. Enjoy responsibly. Anheuser-Busch, Bud Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri. Proudly distributed locally by Carolina Eagle Distributing since 1989.
Jeff Stein here
here at Brown & Wood Buick GMC, home of the lifetime powertrain warranty. Brown & Wood's award-winning service department is open Monday through Friday. And don't forget, we have free pickup and drop-off. Every customer, when you come in for service, heavy repair, maintenance, it doesn't matter. You get a free car wash, dry, and vacuum. We've also got Tom Brown's favorite tagline, 4 brands, 3 generations, 2 rooftops, and 1 goal to make sure you leave a happy customer.
This is Dr. Anthony Skellick from Orthopedics East and Sports Medicine Center. Our practice has been caring for the athletes of ECU and the residents of Eastern North Carolina for more than 35 years. Whether it's treatment for your sports injury or it's time for that joint replacement, Orthopedics East provides the latest in operative and non-operative orthopedic care. We also offer on-site physical therapy and MRI services, as well as walk-in urgent care on the weekends from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. Call us at 757-BONE or visit us online at orthoeast.com, and go Pirates!
Looking for your new favorite hangout spot? Come on down to the Doghouse Tavern, Aiden's veteran-owned crown jewel on 2nd Street. From open mic Mondays to music bingo Thursdays, there's always something happening. Enjoy daily drink specials, one of the best bar menus around, and live music that'll keep you coming back for more. Grab your friends, kick back, and support local at the Doghouse Tavern. Check us out on Facebook to see what's on tap this week. The Doghouse Tavern, where good times and great vibes live.
A pepperoni pizza for the table.
Thank you.
May I suggest trying it with our Pepsi Zero Sugar? It has just the right amount of sweetness to complement all that cheesy, saucy goodness, while the carbonation and notes of citrus enhance the flavor profile. Simply divine.
Pepsi Zero Sugar? You've really outdone yourself this time. Pizza deserves Pepsi.
Miss, your burger is served.
Thank you.
And if I may suggest a pairing, this is our finest Pepsi Zero Sugar. The sweetness of Pepsi perfectly balances the savory notes of your burger, while the citrus and carbonation elevates the taste for a truly stunning flavor profile. Bon appetit.
Now that is one perfect combination. If this is how the other half lives, I could get used to this. Burgers deserve Pepsi.
I'm Sam Jones, and for more than 3 generations, my folks have kept the fires burning for Eastern North Carolina Whole Hog Barbecue. At Sam Jones, you'll find our smokehouse pumping out wood-fired meats, cooked fresh every single day. There are no freezers at our place. Everything, and we mean everything, is made fresh daily, including our sides, sweets, and sauces. Stop in and see us, and I bet you'll be able to taste our passion in just one bite. At Sam Jones Barbecue, you'll find plenty of smoke, but no mirrors.
This is Miles Berry, and you're listening to Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation.
You're listening to Hour 3 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour of PRL is brought to you by Bud Light, reminding pirate fans to stay in the game and drink responsibly. Bud Light, proudly distributed by Carolina Eagle Distributing since 1989. Now, back to the show.
And welcome back in. Where do you find the best selection of pre-owned vehicles in Eastern North Carolina? DriveHereNow.com. DriveHereNow.com is fully stocked with an excellent selection of SUVs, cars, and trucks. Whether you are looking to upgrade or get a vehicle for a new driver, get shopping today at DriveHereNow.com. DriveHereNow.com, supporting the Pirates for over 48 years. Now let's take it back in. Here's J-Bone.
All right, thank you, Jackson. Thank you, Carter. We still got another break, right? Yep.
Yeah,
all right,
we
cool.
do.
All right, let's take a real quick look at the Buccaneer Music Hall scoreboard presented by The Buck. Tonight, in American matchups in college basketball, it will start at 7 p.m. with your East Carolina Pirates taking on the Temple Owls. Temple 7.5-point favorites, total 145.5. After that, at 7:30, it'll be Rice at Wichita State. Wichita State, big favorite, 12.5-point favorites at home. 141.5 is your total. Then at 7:30, the FAU Owls will go to Birmingham to face the UAB Blazers. Speaking of UAB, we will have a UAB reporter, Tony It's a long last name. It's a difficult last name. I'll get it right by Friday, but we'll have him on Friday to preview East Carolina and UAB coming up Sunday. But before that, the Blazers will take on the Owls. The Blazers are 4.5-point favorites at home. South Florida will face North Texas in Denton. South Florida 5.5-point road favorite. Over under is 144.5. And then at 8 o'clock on ESPN Plus, the Charlotte 49ers will travel to San Antonio to face the lowly Roadrunners. And Charlotte is a 5.5-point road favorite. That is your Buccaneer Music Hall scoreboard presented by the Buck. The Buccaneer Music Hall is your beacon of music in the land of pirates. Tonight is Wednesday night. They have line dancing from 7 to 9. And then right after that, from 10 p.m. to midnight, free entry, by the way, Tristan Knight will be performing for Acoustic Night. That is all going on at the Buccaneer Music Hall. Go check them out for a fun time of good drinks and good music. We'll take a quick break, come back, wrap up the show. It's been a fun one. We'll see you after this.
There's no better gift than the gift of confidence. At Beauty Bar Medi Spa, we'll help you glow all season long. From Botox, dermal fillers, to facials and advanced laser treatments, our expert team delivers results that make you feel radiant, refreshed, and holiday party ready. And the best part, your journey begins with a free consultation, personalized just for you. Don't wait. Call Beauty Bar Medi Spa today or book online. Beauty Bar Medi Spa, because glowing skin is always in season. Go Pirates!
This holiday season, give yourself the gift of a brighter, healthier smile at Michaels & Gateway Family and Cosmetic Dentistry. From routine cleanings to cosmetic services, our caring team is here to help you shine for every photo, party, and family gathering. Michaels & Gateway combines gentle, family-friendly care with the latest technology to keep you confident all year long. Start the year smiling. Call today or visit us online to schedule your appointment. Michaels & Gateway Family Dentistry, spreading cheer one smile at a time. From our family to yours, Merry Christmas.
Want to make your day better? You can now order 2 large original crust one-topping pizzas from Papa John's for only $9.99 each. Take advantage of this awesome carry-out special now by logging on to papajohns.com and make today a pizza day for only $9.99 each. Papa John's is the MVP move for game day or any day. Place your order online at papajohns.com and sign up for Papa Rewards and start earning points for your favorite menu items. Go Pirates!
Are you tired of dealing with IT headaches? Does this sound familiar? Slow computers, constant crashes, long wait times for IT support, and worries about cybersecurity. If you're nodding your head, it's time to call cybersharks.net. We handle IT so you can focus on growing your business. Fast, reliable, and always there when you need us. Call 321-7800 today and get IT support that actually works. Cybersharks.net. We keep your business swimming.
We filled the trucks so you'll save big bucks during the Lazy Boy Truckload Sale at Bostic Sugg Furniture. Look for the Lazy Boy truck in our parking lot. It's filled with Lazy Boy furniture at huge savings. Take advantage of big rig discounts of up to 50% off Lazy Boy recliners and motion sofas, Lazy Boy stationary furniture, leather, sectionals, and chairs. But quantities are limited. There's no reorders, no rain checks. So roll in before these savings roll out during the Lazy Boy Truckload Sale at Bostic Sugg Furniture.
It's bow time. Hurry into Bojangles for 2 scratch-made sizzling sausage biscuits for just $4. One bite and you'll want breakfast for dinner. Good thing we serve breakfast all day, every day. But this isn't just breakfast. It's 2 for $4. So you can get 2 savory sausages on fluffy buttermilk biscuits. Biscuits made the right way, by hand. Oh yeah, did we mention they're never frozen? Well, you're probably hungry now, so hurry over to Bojangles, because this 2 for $4 deal won't last forever. It's bow time.
UBE and PirateWare.com are proud to offer the Pirate Nation its largest inventory of ECU merchandise and tailgate supplies ever. UBE has the best prices in town, so that makes UBE your one-stop shop for all things ECU. UBE does daily restocks of Champion, Adidas, and Under Armour. Don't forget to bring your young pirates to plunder the Crow's Nest, which is the only kids store dedicated to ECU. Plenty of free parking in downtown Greenville. Visit them online at PirateWare.com. Go Pirates!
If you're looking for a delicious home-cooked country breakfast or lunch, look no further than CD's Grill. CD's Grill in Winterville has the best country cooking around. Start your day with CD's mouth-watering homemade cheese biscuits, eggs cooked to order, and pancakes so big and fluffy there's no way you leave hungry. Open Monday through Friday from 5:30 a.m. until 2 p.m. and Saturday from 5:30 to 11 a.m. CD's has lunch specials and an all-you-can-eat salad bar. Stop by, say hey to owner Jason Brown and the CD's crew. CD's Grill, 111 West Fire Tower Road in Winterville. CD's Grill, the best country cooking around.
This is Ryan McChrystal, and you're listening to Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation.
You're listening to Hour 3 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour of PRL is brought to you by Bud Light, reminding pirate fans to stay in the game and drink responsibly. Bud Light, proudly distributed by Carolina Eagle Distributing since 1989. Now, back to the show.
And welcome back in. A look at the stock market today. It was a rough one. The Dow was down 466 points and closed at $48,996, excuse me. The NASDAQ was up 37 points and closed at $23,584, and the S&P was down 23 points and closed at $6,920. That is a look at your Wells Fargo Advisors financial report. For a personal look into investing, call Wells Fargo Advisors today at 756-6900 in Greenville. Wells Fargo Advisors, LLC, member SIPC. Now, let's take it back in for the wrap-up of this show. Here's J-Bone.
All right. Thank you, Jackson. Thank you to everybody who was a guest on the show today. Parker Byrd, Ken Watlington, Donnell Coley, who is still here or just now leaving. Man, when I said hang out, I didn't mean hang out all day. But glad to have Donnell on the show. Ryan Wallen as well joining us on the Turner Home Team live line. JD Lampley, Aundrae Allison, and President Donald J. Trump, who also joined us on the Turner Home Team live line. Shout out Chandler. That was a good bit. I've really enjoyed these last 2 days hosting the show. We got 2 more days, Thursday, Friday of me hosting, and then Clip will be back Monday. I was thinking on the way in this morning, me hosting is like when the studio execs would let Kix Brooks get a song on a Brooks and Dunn album. Like, I don't know. It's good, but it's not Ronnie Dunn. So I appreciate everybody listening. Appreciate everybody tuning in. Still got our normal guest. Glad they accept to come on. Even with Clip being out, tomorrow got a good show for you. The return of Dog of the Day. We got Zach Kaplan coming in here. He's just got back from Nashville early this morning, about 2-3 o'clock in the morning. He was in Nashville covering the FCS National Championship. So we will have him on to recap his experience in Annapolis for the bowl game. And a lot more, a lot of transfer portal news still to come. Still don't know where former Pirates Jamarly Riddle, London Montgomery, Emmanuel Poku will land. We'll see where they go. We'll see who East Carolina brings in. We'll also talk about tonight's matchup between Temple and the East Carolina Pirates. Very excited for that one. See how we bounce back after a tough last 4 minutes in the conference opener against Tulane. Hopefully the Pirates can bounce back after a week off and get back in the win column because they desperately need it, hoping for a big performance from Jordan Riley against his former team. Gio Emejuru, Ryan Wallen brought up, it's going to be tough for the Owls to stop him. They lack the size that East Carolina has. We got that. Also, Rajay Harris and Greg Hudson. Gonna try to get up with Danny Beal. Danny Beal no longer in town. He has moved, but gonna try to get up with him before the week ends so we can get a little Patriots preview. You know, it's been tough for those Patriots fans these last couple of years not making the playoffs. So we're gonna try to get up with him, get his thoughts on the Pats in the playoffs and the upcoming East Carolina baseball season. Once again, appreciate you all tuning in. Know you got a lot of important things on your schedule, and we thank you for making Pirate Radio a part of it. Catch the Parker Byrd Show on these airwaves coming up right now, or you can watch it on Pirate Radio TV on YouTube. We'll see you tomorrow. Jeff Charles, take us home.
Have a great night, Eastern Carolina.
Thanks for listening to Pirate Radio Live, an exclusive presentation of the voice of the Pirate Nation. This is Pirate Radio, WGHB Farmville.